tuned in, let me hear you say straight out the trunk. 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 Can I get a moment of your time? Alright. Bankhead, I see you, partner. From the interviews to the news to your favorite tunes, you cannot lose when you're tuned into Straight Out the Trunk Radio. Hit me, From the interviews to the news, what's your favorite tune? Straight out the trunk, they got what you want, Get your body go to sleep when you brush your teeth.
Everybody get the music missions going. It's your boy Bank of the Name, Straight Out Trunk Radio, straight pod, and every Monday night, 8 p.m. to when we log off. Special guest tonight, Homegrown's own, 92.3 own, iHeartRadio's own, Chuck Dizzle in the motherfucking house. But everybody get these music videos going. Shout out to all the artists that submitted these videos. Let's get it. Tune in, like, subscribe, share, all that.
Let me hear you say straight. Red in the bed, red in the bed, red in the bed, red in the bed.
Woke up. It's shop leisuring. Look, bitch put up to the store and she asked me if I wanted something. I feel so offended. Like, bitch, I'll get my own blunts. I just wanna go up. Got on my knees. Told God straight up, look, I don't really want none. I just wanna go up. Look, I just wanna go up. Look, I just wanna go up and away and never come down, ho. I come from the bottom, a nigga feeling stuck, bro. Bad days, I'm turning them around, though. Down on my ass, that shit hurting, let me get up. Getting it out the muscle, got me eating, doing sit-ups. Young little nigga out here committing sins, blood. If you get caught, boy, you better keep your chin up. Hustling, thugging, gon' do your shit, bitch. Rocks in my socks, smokers looking for a quick fix. Off shot at me, man, they been on my hit list. Sexy little thick bitch, gon' do your shit. The process of rap on my neck, wash my wristless. Next fit, check these dunks looking sexy. The devil trying to get me, I'm just trying to count my blessings. Been had to keep a weapon, LA streets been hectic. It took 20 years for this craft to be perfected, and it still ain't. I'm still cursed with demons, trying to break that curse. I don't curse my demons. My brother got life, I'm still gon' yell, free him. Bitch put up to the store and she asked me if I wanted something. I feel so offended. Like, bitch, I'll get my own blunts. I just wanna go up. Got on my knees. Told God straight up, look, I don't really want none. I just wanna go up. Look, I just wanna go up.
I just wanna go up, your bitch wanna hoe up, I'm tweaking. Rollin' up this pill finna throw up. Wacky, mixing with the tris finna slow up. Take him on a skid hit like Jody, nigga froze up. Chase the nigga down, now your whole section know what I'm zoning. Nigga, I be big heat holding. Disrespect the game, lawn chair, we fold em. VVS on the pinky ring, shit frozen. With my Compton nigga flying high, deep rosing. Rest in peace, my nigga Tank. Thinking about him every time I hit the drink. These niggas mad doing everything they can. Handshot to your mans, now we seeing what he think. Ho acting like she cuff when she know that she ain't. Bitch, give me that fee or you walking that plane. I'm at Hawkins, chillin' with some niggas that'll hawk 'em. Plus they'll slam a nigga like Dale Dawkins.
Red in the bed, 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 red in the bed. Can I get a moment of your time? Alright. Bankhead, I see you, partner. From the interviews to the news to your favorite tunes, you cannot lose when you're tuned into Straight Out the Trunk Radio. Hit me.
Hello? So we just not answering phone calls now? I've been calling you all week.
Frustrated is an understatement. Oh no, I'm tired. Maturity is overrated. To pretend is a waste of time. Don't remember when it all started. But it's heavy and it weighs me down. Trying to talk to those that are around me, but they just think I'm being too dramatic. Run straight to these niggas, yeah. Run away from my problems, yeah. Running up a check, yeah. Running straight to this bottle, oh. Running straight to the club, yeah. Run away from my pain, yeah. I don't wanna face it, so I'ma keep running, 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 running from the lies, running from truth. Running from God, I'm running from you. Sick of reality, I wish I was free. Running from time, I'm running from me. Tell me, does it get better? Tell me, happiness will come. I can shake this feeling. So I'm gonna run. Run straight to these niggas, yeah. Run away from my problems, yeah. Running up a check, yeah. Running straight to this bottle, running straight to the club, yeah. Run away from my pain, I don't wanna face it, so I'ma keep running, running, running. Run straight to these niggas, yeah. Run away from my problems, running up a check, running straight to this bottle, running straight to the club, run away from my pain. I don't wanna face it, so I'ma keep running, 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 running.
Get a moment of your time. All right. Bankhead, I see you, partner. From the interviews to the news to your favorite tunes, you cannot lose when you're tuned into Straight Out the Trunk Radio.
I think you intimidated by all the shit I've been talking. I think I've been too distant, can't choose business, I'm cautious. I know you don't fuck with me, that don't stop you from watching. These days, real hard to stomach, I think that I'm feeling nauseous. It's no love if I'm just being honest. Puff chest cause I'm done being modest. No stress on the road, just calmness. Can't bend, can't fold to the problems. Hands tied and I'm still gon' solve them. Talk shit, then that boy real gunning. Offline, no signal, lost him. This money gas me up. These bitches talk too much. Weekends I'm out for lunch. These days my stats real tough. These plays ain't matched by none. I got standards, love. Oh, you ain't heard about me? I'm that bastard son. I think you intimidated by all the shit I've been talking. I think I've been too distant, can't choose business, I'm cautious. I know you don't fuck with me, that don't stop you from watching. These days real hard to stomach, I think that I'm feeling nauseous. The hate gonna turn to applauses. The fake gonna switch and start jogging the kid when the nation tune into the topic. Adjacent to giants and monsters. Like David, I sling it, I'm constant. Like gang, yo, I'm calm in the face of danger. Get your face arranged up in the mosh pit. I'm built for this shit that's like comes with. No wheels, you can hear this bitch slumping. I say, shit. No wheels, you can hear this bitch slumping. I up the percentage and dump it. My problems all shrunk down to nothing. Fuck it. I cut all the fat that we jumping. What's up, bitch? What's up? I think you intimidated by all the shit I've been talking. I think I've been too distant, can't choose business, I'm cautious. I know you don't fuck with me, that don't stop you from watching. These days real hard to stomach, I think that I'm feeling nauseous.
Keep it moving.
Can I get a moment of your time? All right. Bankhead, I see you, partner. From the interviews to the news to your favorite tunes you cannot lose when you're tuned into Straight Out the Trunk Radio. Hit me, From the interviews to the news, what's your favorite tune? Straight out the trunk, they got what you want now. Get your body going. Can I get a moment of your time? All right. Bankhead, I see you, partner. From the interviews to the news to your favorite tunes you cannot lose when you're tuned into Straight Out the Trunk Radio.
Nigga, ooh, nigga.
And I'm in here with Rich, bitch, and we just want stacks.
Nah, for real.
I can get your number right now, we can fast forward. You wanna fly on this trip with me, you need your passport. And I don't want the extra shit, just give me what I asked for. Baby want some extra dick and I ain't know I had more. I hope your boo thing ain't your man, close your back door. Fuck the bitch walking up the steps, call it back porch. Rich got it rocking in his bitch like he's Scott Storch. And I got 5 right now, don't gotta pass torch. Yeah, I got 5 right now, but had to cool me down. Damn, that little top hit good, bring them doonies out. Spanish mommy thick as the fuck, how she move around. Damn, that lace front look good, I gotta pull it out. Oh, you want that shit from the back, I gotta put it down. All this red hair coming out her head, we in Pound Town. Bitch, go ahead, do your thing with them surround sounds. Bring me back now. I can get your number later on, but we can take shots. You wanna fly on this trip with me, you better eat cock. Rich got it rocking in this bitch, let the beat drop. Nigga said I make the same songs, well I think not. I can get your number right now, we can fast forward. You wanna fly on this trip with me, you need your passport. And I don't want the extra shit, just give me what I asked for. Baby want some extra dick and I ain't know I had more. I hope your boo thing ain't your man, close your back door. Fuck the bitch walking up the steps, call it back porch. Rich got it rocking in this bitch like he's Scott Storch. And I got fire right now, don't gotta pass torch. Yeah, I got torch in my hand, I think I'm hot shit. Heard a million different niggas songs, but it's not this. I know what I said in that one song, but now I hate this. Baby, bad enough, we can ride around on some day shit. If I'm mad enough, I'll shit on niggas I hate piss. I can't be runner up, gotta put in work to come and fuck with us. Mercy rules, scored a few plays and still ran it up. Shorty wanna come spin the block, but the damage done. I just wanna hit it from the back and grab your waistline. I can get your number later on, don't wanna waste time.
I can get right now, we can fast forward. You wanna fly on this trip with me, you need your passport. Just give me what I asked for. Just give me what I asked for.
Can I get a moment of your time? All right. Bankhead, I see you, partner. From the interviews to the news to your favorite tunes, you cannot lose when you're tuned into Straight Out the Trunk Radio. Hit me, From the interviews to the news, what's your favorite tune? Straight out the trunk, they got what you want now. Get your body, go to sleep, and when you brush your teeth, when you first wake up, turn your radio up. Straight out the trunk now. Straight out the trunk. You are now listening to Straight Out the Trunk. Put your seat back, turn your radio up. Straight out the trunk. You are now tuned in and you're rocking with the best. Straight out the trunk. Everybody tuned in, let me hear you say Straight out the trunk. 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 Straight out the trunk.
Hey, that's on you.
It's on me. It's on us. Straight Out Trunk Radio, SODTR. Straight PodN, what it do? Episode 18, it's your boy Bang got the name. What it do? Hope y'all had a great weekend. Hope y'all enjoyed those music videos. Once again, shout out to all the artists that submitted music videos. We got a ton still to play next week. So continue to tune in, continue to submit. But make sure you follow us, Straight PodN, Str8 PodN, Straight PodN, episode 18. Follow me personally. Bankhead _ the name, and you already know episode 18. We got gang in the house, BT Dub. What it do?
What it do, what it could be. Hopefully it's what it should be. You already know.
Hey, Sneaks, by the way. And I'm Ellie G.
Woo woo. All right.
This is like my bad. You gotta fill in sometimes.
I feel that.
And it's your boy, the voice, the fly on the wall, shot by Red Eye.
You already know, he in the motherfucking house. Hey,
yeah.
And we got Rashid behind the boards. He keeping us up on that game with the Chargers and Raiders, you know. Let's go Chargers, you dig? I'm just saying that because all the damn Raider fans out there, you know, so propaganda.
You ain't gotta look at me when you say I ain't a Raider fan. We good.
Word. But we have a special guest in the house tonight, y'all.
A very special
guest. You know, he is a radio legend in the making. You feel me? He has paved the way as a pioneer for underground radio, online radio. We have Homegrown's own. We have iHeartRadio's own. Real 92.3's own. He just got recognized at Music and Media with Chrissy B for everything he do for the city, for everything he do for the artists behind the scenes.
List.
It's a long list, a lot of accolades. You feel me? And somebody I'm inspired to be by. Somebody I inspired that's from afar. You feel me? From afar, like I don't even have to talk to you to even be inspired by or even to get knowledge from you. You know, I see your movements and how you move. You feel me? So, and I inspired to be that. Even just from you want to be a future father, to see how you could be that. You know, and how you balance business, work, and life. Yeah, you know, because those are like and being a black man out here. You feel me? So, you know, but, ladies and gentlemen, we have no other than my man Chuck Dizzle. What a dude, Chuck Dizzle.
Straight out the trunk, man. This is an honor.
Yes.
It's a long time coming. You were telling me before that we did an interview way back in
2015, 16, dog.
So it's been 10
years.
10 years.
Yes, when y'all had your spot on Market Street with Homegrown, y'all hub right there. So, yeah, that day, I'm telling you, we did an interview. Me and my old co-host, Monty, we pulled up, did the interview with my cameraman, Vic. It was probably like a good 45-hour interview. Great interview. The interview never came out.
Why did the interview didn't come out?
Come to find out, I was hitting the camera guy up. Oh, where you at? What's going on? Where's the footage? He thought he ghosted me. I was like, what did I say? What did I do? You feel me? I thought we had an agreement on everything. But he hit me back. He was like, bruh. He was like, that night of the interview, I got shot with a shotgun in my
Damn.
He got shot with a shotgun.
You said he got shot.
Well, no, he got shot with a shotgun, and it blew up his femur bone in his leg, and it, like, all the bullets that came out the shotgun, it destroyed his camera equipment and everything he had in it. So that interview never came out with Chuck Dizzle, and that was like 10 years ago, man. 9 years ago. So
that's why we here now.
Well, we here now, and since then, you see all these artists that we had interviewed.
See, man, I'm looking at this,
so,
man. I was telling you before, man. This just reminds me of, like, literally when we was at the apartment. It reminds me of Market Street. It reminds me of Signal Hill. All the iterations of Homegrown. Like, y'all got this, man. I love seeing it. Just keep on building, keep doing your thing, man. I love to see it. I appreciate you guys having me on for sure, man.
We are happy and honored to have you up in the building.
Man, this is family.
I just want to, before we get too far into this interview, I need you to know, this is not no regular interview. This is a podcast. We finna come down here and talk like homies.
Oh, yeah, no.
So we finna come at you with all the questions.
Yeah, no, holla at me. Whatever you need, man.
You can jump into professional mode and also jump back out of it, too.
It up, man.
That's how we gonna roll tonight, you know. Just be ready.
Nah, I'm kicking it, bro.
Because a lot of shit that he just pointed out to you is the same thing that, you know, when we talk about your accolades, that's the same things that I want to highlight tonight, because you are somebody that inspires a lot of people. But not only that, you're the type of person that's very welcoming to helping others feel comfortable when they come into the building.
You know what it is, though? Because I remember what it was like to try to get my foot in the door by any means. Try to get my internships at the Beat back in the day, or just, I was trying to get my internships at Power. Power never called me back, so I pulled up to the Beat with a resume, and thankfully somebody, you know, they opened the doors and kind of welcomed me with open arms. So, like, the community, if you guys don't remember 92.3 The Beat, or anybody that's listening, watching, don't remember that, like, that was what my inspiration was back in the day. So, like, my journey to try to get into radio was a tough one, and then when I got in, I finally got embraced by people that I looked up to. So it's like it's that duality of, like, half getting shitted on, but half being welcome at the same time. So I always want to make sure that I embodied that same type of energy and feeling for anybody, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to come up and get into this space, because it's not easy. And, you know, to have people, like, pushing you back or trying to hold you back, it's like, we don't need none of that shit. It's enough for everybody in here to win. You're going to do something different that I'm doing. You're going to inspire me.
Thank you.
Y'all going to inspire me. Like, I love what y'all, I love this. I love everything that you guys are doing. It inspires me to kind of get back in the field and do what I do. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I appreciate you saying that, because I make it a point to make sure that I'm welcoming in that sense. And I just hope that it comes across that way in most instances. So
I remember y'all had your 10-year anniversary, I think, at Vino's Pizza on Sunset. And I was probably 3-4 years, like, with Straight Out the Trunk Radio, and I was like, that's a milestone. You feel me? Now I'm on the year, I think, 11 or 12, I believe, bro. I think so.
Celebrate every moment, bro.
So now I was like, man, that's where I want to be at around year 10, you know, where I can do events and just be respected in this field, you know.
Yeah, man.
And when you walk in the room, that respect is received.
Man,
they give it, you know. And when I see it, like I said, I study from afar. I just sit back and, like, that's how I want to walk in and feel and be like, you feel me? So I love it, you know. It is the weekend, episode 18, you know. We're gonna keep it going.
What did you do this weekend? Speaking of weekends, because it's the weekday, it's Monday, weekend is over. What did you do this weekend, though?
I just really chilled and watched my brother Crawford whip on Canelo. You feel me? Like, I was just like, yo, whoop that, you know, I ain't gonna be Rachel and everything, but whoop that Mexican ass, you feel me? So I loved it. Because it reminded me of when Mayweather beat up Pacquiao, and when beat up De La Hoya. So in that type of sense, you know. So I was there. I was just chilling, having a good time. I was at Kirby's house, Kirby Kitchen's crib, and
shout out Kirby's Kitchen.
Yeah, he cooked some chicken. So it was a lovely little time.
I'm I'm gonna have an issue with him. He keep on making all this food without putting.
It wasn't for like us personally. It was for
you said that last time.
It was for the party. It was for the party.
I know. I'm just fucking with you. You know I gotta fuck with Kirby every time.
That's a party. That's all he
said. He invited. You know what it is. But that was it. Really, Sunday just had some family shit to go through. So
yeah, I seen you post Bad Day at the Office. What happened?
Oh, that's different.
He said, "Oh, that was different."
Oh, that's different.
That is. My personal shit was my personal family shit. Bad Day in the Office was I lost all of my parlays. My son, that was Bad Day in the Office.
That was not the Office. This nigga.
That's Bad Day in the Office for me.
I'm over here worrying like, damn, what happened?
No.
Took everything out the trunk or what?
Nah. Bad Day in the Office. If you see that on my story, it's I lost my parlays. Bad Day in the Office. You feel me? But other than that, it was a great weekend. Can't complain. How was yours?
What you end up doing, Dizzle?
I did the same thing. I was watching the fight on was that Saturday night.
Yeah.
And then the next day I had to go to the East LA parade with the station. That was pretty cool, man. That was my first time out there, and I want to say I went one other time, but it was cool, man, just to see the people out there, just to enjoy.
For Mexican Independence?
Yeah, Mexican Independence Day. They were talking about shutting it down because of the whole, ice raids and shit like that. But the last minute they decided to keep it going. Man.
That's good. That's good.
People were celebrating. It was a good time out there, man.
I feel like they should keep it going and not be run away from it. I feel like they should show face and stand strong and be like, we out here.
Hey, man, you know what though? Yes, but at the same time, it's fucking terrifying when you just don't know what's gonna fucking happen. The way shit is going, it's like they're clearing. It's just not a good situation. They're clearing shit so it's okay for you to break up homes, break up families. So I get it, man. But I'm just glad that the celebrations continue with no problems, no issues. It was a good time out there.
We read that Karen Bass thing last week where the White House approved of snatching up people without any causes or any explanations.
Exactly.
I get what you're saying. I'm fighting people, you feel me? Fight them.
Oh yeah, Mr. Beat up that Mexican this weekend.
Yeah.
It's earlier, right?
Hey, all right, hey. You should ask him what he did first.
Right. I mean that is actually being recognized because a lot of people don't actually realize that Mexican independence was not May 5th. That was Puebla's independence. So Mexico's independence is actually tonight on September 16th. Actually, I don't know why I'm talking like I'm the Mexican.
Nah, go ahead, baby. I'm proud.
But I'm just happy that that's being recognized and people actually understand and know that there's a difference and that this is something that's really real and not that holiday that the white people try to join in and actually don't know what they're talking about. They just get drunk and it's a good business operation for the Mexicans that day.
That's great that you know your wife's culture.
He does.
Dude, she proud of it. Go ahead.
He's like, I put it on him.
He listens. That's so sweet.
My son is Mexican, so I got
speaking of heritage.
Speaking of our son, shout out to Lorenzo. He's actually watching right
shout
now.
out Lorenzo.
Oh, is that him in the chat?
Yep, that's not me. That's him.
Shout out Zoe.
Shout out Zozo.
Hey, no, but speaking of heritage and shit like this past weekend, there was a black celebration as well with Martin Luther King.
Hey.
Martin Luther King and Malcolm X family as well.
That's what's up.
They had Cicely J. Williams. He's the man who was photographed of drinking out of the White Fountain. And they had Ruby Bridges, the 6-year-old who integrated schools in Louisiana. Hey, Ruby Bridges is thick. This dog. When I said Ruby.
She's trying to integrate right now.
I said her. I said them chicks. I said Ruby Bridges. Damn. I'm like, it said in 1960 she was 6, so she ain't that old, you heard? Like, I'm just saying.
When they say, this happened so many years ago,
but no,
the people that dealt with it back then are still alive.
Exactly. No, but they make it seem like it's all because of the black and white photos. But this is less than 100 years ago.
That whites only found still a fucking alive.
Yeah, no facts. My mom is the same age, I think, as the Ruby, right? And I remember her telling me, because she's from Louisiana, she's from Tallulah, a little city out there, and she actually moved to Nevada, but she got out of there because of all the bullshit that was going on. So I remember her telling me about all this stuff. So to hear, it's just wild, like you said, they make it seem like it's so long ago.
It's not.
It's really not. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely not that long ago, man.
But also, since we was talking about the South, you just came have a family reunion.
I did, man. I came from Memphis, man, Tennessee. My mom's side's from Louisiana. My dad's side's from Tennessee. I've been to Tennessee in like maybe 10, 15 years. So it was good to go out there, man, just see where my great-grandparents and my grandfather, like, there's this, it's a spot on Germantown Road where pretty much all of our family lives. My uncle still stays there to this day, and I think another one of my cousins. But the land that my great-grandfather had built his house on and raised all my
Is there still an echo?
Well, my grandfather and my dad and all my uncles and aunts. The house is no longer there, but they still own a portion of the land. So just going out there, experiencing that, man, just remembering how it was to go visit there when I was a kid.
Land, though.
Amazing, man. Yeah, man.
And you was able to bring
the little ones too, man. So just to have them out there and kind of experience it, man, that was a full circle moment for me.
That's dope. You ever had a family reunion? You ever been to one?
I've been to one of hers.
I feel like a grandma party.
We didn't have one. I forgot.
Damn. I feel like social media killed family reunions. Like, to be perfectly honest, like, there's nobody this is the first time that we've actually been to 3. Tasha, my wife, had 2 of them. One on her mom's side, one on her dad's side, and then, you know, with my family. This is the most I've ever been to family reunions in the last, 10 years. Everybody's caught up on social media, so there's no need to kind of like do shit because everybody's from here.
True. Because your auntie or grandma be like, oh, this is your cousin now. Follow him or follow her.
You see him on Facebook.
Yeah.
No, I want one of those real ones where it's like the family coming out from out of state and everything like that.
Yeah, I batch of t-shirts and shit.
Yeah, like we do a lot. So my brother passes away. Rest in peace to him. So we do a lot of stuff like that where my cousins, my auntie, my grandma, my sisters, my nieces, nephews, everybody come together on that end. But we haven't had a full blown like cousins from San Diego pull up, cousins from Victorville.
Yeah, they have, but you just haven't gone.
I was about to say that's another thing.
Alabama.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They have them in Alabama. See, and we haven't flown in.
I ain't lie, because I'm bullshitting. They've had a few of them. I didn't go to the last couple. The last one that I went to was before my dad passed in 2010 in Tennessee. That was the last one that I went. Or no, Houston. It's the last time that I went to one. You know what I mean? So it's like and the older generation's been making it a point to have us kind of step up and do it, but our generation kind of dropped the ball. So it's like the ones that are a little younger than us, they're the ones kind of taking it on and like they're gonna make it go move forward. So yeah, man, if your family is doing shit, man, you gotta participate in shit like that, man, because it's so important to, get with your family. That shit don't happen too often. You know what I mean?
On the real.
Yeah, this weekend was like the first time like all my siblings went together.
Damn.
Because this was my little sister, my older sister's birthday this weekend. Today's my older sister's birthday. So Alex, if you're in the chat, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Alex.
Happy birthday.
And then my little sister's birthday was yesterday. She went to go see Chris Brown. But on Saturday we went to LeGrand, and it was like all my siblings there. Wow. And we make it a way to stay together after my dad passed. My dad passed away about 4 years ago. Wow. So we make sure we stay together. Yeah. But yeah.
How many people is in your family? Like how many siblings?
You have 7 siblings?
So it's 8 of you?
Huh?
So it's 8 of you children?
Daddy.
That's very Mexican of y'all.
Very Mexican. Only 2 of them are biological. The other ones are by marriage. So like stepbrothers and stepsisters.
Are you saying that makes them less?
No. Yeah. But yeah,
don't mind me. I ain't got that.
Let's put that question into the room for all the men, because there's a room full of men, guys. So if you guys marry a woman and she already got kids, you're telling, are those your kids, or is that that's her kids, but they're my step kids?
If I get to the point where I'm marrying this woman, it's my kids.
Okay.
But
didn't you just say that those kids though became siblings because through marriage?
Yeah.
So then that's their kids, right?
From the siblings. Well, I'm explaining that's why it's 7.
Yeah, he's thinking about a sibling.
Their kids, but
he's not thinking as a husband.
When I tell people I have 7 siblings, they think my dad is just a man whore because he's like, "Weren't your parents divorced?" Like, yeah, but my dad was married twice. So I have step siblings, but I consider them my brother and sisters. But I have to explain that because they think my dad's a whore.
Okay.
Wait, so what are you saying? It wasn't your dad?
Huh? No, he's saying he wasn't a whore.
You said your dad wasn't a whore?
Yeah, my dad wasn't a whore.
So what are you saying?
Your daddy wasn't a whore?
The kids is the step kids. He got 5 step kids.
But I'm saying by default, if you saying your dad ain't a whore, what are you saying?
Dad.
Oh. You say...
grew with my mom, so my mom never remarried.
What are you saying?
Are you saying your mama is
No.
Mama was a Rolling Stone.
Both of them was hot in the ass after they got
Hey, but at what point did you start accepting them as your siblings? Like, were they always, like, you always looked at them as your brother and sister, or did you look at them as, oh, that's my...
I mean, when I first met them, I was in college, so I was older, so I didn't really hang out with them until my dad announced they were getting married, so we spent more time together.
Yeah.
So throughout that time, they were putting the wedding together. We got a close relationship, so I consider them family.
Got a look on your face.
Papa was a Rolling Stone, dog. It's all good. My dad was a Rolling Stone too. I have
Your sister
I got
shaking
two
her head in the
sisters.
chat.
Right.
I got two sisters. That's from different mothers. You feel me?
Thank you for the birthday.
She said thank you for the birthday wishes, but she is shaking her head.
That's
my mom, daddy wouldn't know.
That's fun. If it is, he's good. Back in the day.
What about you? Answer the question.
I know. The question didn't make it all the way around.
The kids.
What was the question?
Are you accepting stepkids as your stepkids? When if you got to date a woman, a married woman that have kids, how are you stepping into that?
I will have to. That's the only way to get to that point of marriage. I'm not gonna marry a girl and be like, I marry you, but not your kids.
Wait. So, given your current situation, if you were to move forward into marriage with that situation, that means you really got some kids?
No.
You got grown kids.
You got
These kids. No. I feel like, say in not my situation, because my girl, she has two older kids, two 18 plus kids.
Okay.
So say we get married, right?
The Kevin Hart, dang. You got some adults.
She got some adults. No, but at the same time, I wouldn't. I'll keep the relationship how it is now. You feel me? I wouldn't try to be like they dad. No, you grown.
That's what
So there's an age limit on being able to be accepted. If they're too old, they're
hell yeah.
Kids. But if they're not old, they might still be your kids.
So you're not getting them nothing for Christmas?
So what's the cutoff?
No.
Is it if they're 13 or older? Fuck that. That's not my kid.
No, if they're 13, yeah, that's a very pivotal time in a kid's life. 18, no.
So that's what I'm saying. So the cutoff is 18.
Yeah, that's my mom's she can call me a stepdad, but I don't know.
What do they call you?
There's a level of respect of my
right now.
Yeah.
Bank?
Just bank. So if you guys were to get married, do you think that would change?
I wouldn't want it. Don't call me dad. I ain't your daddy.
Call you pops?
No, I know they
take on the
pops.
stepkids.
I know they pops.
Alright.
I wouldn't be like, nah, hell no. Keep this shit how it is. You feel me?
But do they see you as a father figure also?
I do not think so. I do not. I believe not.
They just look at you like the homie.
Because
I get
it's a long story. It's a long story with that situation, but they wouldn't see me as a father figure because they already have a father.
Of course, I get that.
Their fathers are in their lives.
So
their families in it.
My situation's a little different because my parents divorced when I was 8. My pops got remarried a few years later. My mom's got remarried when I was in college. But I still, my stepdad, I consider him a father figure. I don't call him dad, you know what I'm saying? That's just Will. But he stepped up in pivotal parts of my life, even when my dad was alive, just to kind of be there, you know what I'm saying? So I see him as a father figure as well. I don't shun that off, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I know that that's not my dad.
But that was 8 years old though too.
He came into my life when I was around 12, 13.
Okay, so that's a pivotal time, right? So right now, also, my parents divorced when I was 19 or something, right? And my dad married the woman that separated my parents. You feel me?
Oh, shit.
He married the daughter, whatever you want to call it.
That's crazy.
You feel me? The mistress. He married her. So
you're being very respectful of a side bitch.
Crazy.
My bad.
But I had to get to this point.
Yeah.
I had to get to this point, but I would never call her my stepmom. Never that, because I'm a grown ass man.
So that's your dad's wife.
That's my dad's wife.
Yeah.
That's your wife coming for sure, or. Yeah, I don't even talk about her.
What about the other side? What if your mom would have married someone now?
He ain't my stepdaddy, nigga.
He definitely legally is your stepdad.
No, he's not. He'll get knocked the fuck out.
Why?
No, because he was like, nigga, I'm your stepdaddy. Nigga, no, you not. You ain't shit, nigga. You are my mom's husband, dog.
Wow.
Nigga, you're my mom's husband.
What is it?
If a nigga call me, you my stepson? I'm your step. No, you not, nigga. You are just married to my mom, nigga. We had nothing. I'm just saying, just how she's not my stepmom on that side, you ain't gonna be my stepdaddy.
Like, Melvin?
Yeah, it comes to like
Melvin. You getting knocked the fuck out. Like, I'm shooting that nigga.
Wait. You mean coming like Melvin fixing shit, paying bills, and taking care of his woman? That's what you mean?
I got guns for niggas.
That's what you mean coming?
I do.
Helping bail her son out. Anyways.
Y'all fucked up like Jody. I shut the fuck up.
I'm not gonna ask you that shit because
I'm married. I always gotta be a male role model. Exactly. So you a male role model.
I'll be a male role model.
But for you, like your mom.
But they're a little kid. They're little, yeah.
But you can still you can still be a male role model at any age, though.
No, very true, very true. They come for me for an advice, yeah. But don't be like, oh, I'm about to go talk to my stepdad. I'm like,
what if they hit you about trying to start their own podcast? And it's like, man, look, my step pops. He
just like I'm like, just call me your mom's husband. Or just call me Bankhead. Just call me Bankhead. How it is. We don't have to put labels on shit like that.
So look, we're about to turn this into clips, and we're just gonna stop this right here. Yeah. You know, we said enough.
No, we're not stopping right there. I was about to ask you. So with your mom, if your mom gets married, because his mom's probably gonna get married. When your mom gets married, you gonna call Rob dad?
I'm not gonna call that nigga dad. I don't even call my dad. Step pops. I'll call that nigga pops. But yeah, I'll let you know that's my step pops.
Cause he is a good male influence. He like.
That's gonna say that.
I gotta admit, no matter what the age, he tries. Like when they had their last family situation, remember? He came and he got him all these tools. He like showed him how to fix the bike. I was like, they're really doing some male bonding out there.
That's cool. That's
okay. Well, not showing you, but he helped you. I'm sorry.
Would there be a point where you would be okay to call him like step pops?
I just told you, I ain't got no problem with it. When I get married, I call that nigga step pops. Okay. I have no issues with him, and I met him when I was already in my late 20s.
See, I think my situation with my pops is they broke up. She's the reason why they broke up.
I understand.
So when I seen it, I'm like, I'm not gonna even give you that type of respect. Like I never gave her respect. Her word for me was bitch. You feel me? Like when I talk to my dad, I'm like, oh, how's your bitch?
Look, I'm gonna tell you like this.
I'll tell you some shit off air. I'll tell you some shit off air.
You and Pops had that conversation about this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just curious.
I'll say I told my dad I was loaded up with a pistol to go in your life.
Whoa.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
No, but allegedly, but yeah. You feel me? Because my whole situation with my mom and my mom calling me crying and all that, you feel me? So then he was lying to my face and all that and shit like, you know, I was blatant disrespect, you know, but the thing that saved that whole situation, that day, that moment, my homie called me and said, yo, call the other homie. His pops just passed away from a heart attack, and he was just trying to rekindle his relationship with his pops. Wow. So I got out of my emotions to go talk to the homie, and that him talking to me helped my situation versus to me making that drive over there.
Man, you had a felony for sure.
And kneecapping your daddy.
Who said? I would not have got caught. Never mind.
Why are we talking about shit like that in here? Damn, you guys don't know how to
lie. That was God working.
God worked in mysterious ways right there. You feel me? So that's how I feel.
But see, so if somebody were to go and like now make your mom happy, like after everything your mom's been through, after everything that she hurt, somebody now is here helping her heal, helping her be happy again. You see her being joyful again. She gets married again. Like she wants you to, you know what, son? I want you to share in this moment. I want you to have a relationship with him.
Who said I wouldn't? I just would call the nigga pops.
You said as soon as
we was talking about the word pops or like how we call.
So you would just call it. You say, oh, that's my mom's.
This is my mom's husband. New husband.
So you could love him as your mom's husband.
He's not my pops. He's not my stepdad.
That's not the question. So you could love him as your mom's husband.
I could love him for who he is.
So you could love him as your mom's husband.
If you want, yes. Yes, because that's how I'm going to introduce him. Oh, this is my mom's husband.
When my dad got married, I didn't call my stepmom, because I was introduced to her as her first name. So she just said, just call me by my first name. I'm like, okay, cool. Because like I'm older now. Like I was like 23, 24. So like I was older. So she just said, just call me by my first name.
Yes, I go back and forth because I got a stepmom also, and our relationship isn't as close as me and my stepdad. So like if I introduce her to somebody or at any point in time, like when my pop, like, oh, that's my pop's wife. Just we never had to connect. And even I don't even think she would call me her stepson.
I was like, that's my husband's son.
That's my husband's son. Or she wouldn't even say, she'd be like, oh, that's little Charles. Like, that's just how the introduction would be made. But I was wondering that just because, like, I get the circumstance and the situation, but is there a world where there would ever be a moment where you can call them step pops? No?
No, I don't see myself there. That's just not me.
It is what it is.
Yeah. I'm just saying
Sam said, shout out to Sam in the chat. He gonna bring us some wings too. But Sam said, "Is name then title. That's about it. At that point, you would just be a male role model."
Facts.
Hey, be a male role model. I can do that.
So, what's the title though? That's the question. Right?
When they gonna come, just call me. That's my mom's husband. That's my mom's husband. That's my mom's husband. Don't get that. I'll be like, yeah, that's my mom's new husband. Like, oh, they must.
You gotta throw the new in there. My mom's new husband, not the old one. It's the new one.
Well, not new because she's never been married, so.
But you could just say that's my mom's husband.
Yeah, that's
you
all
don't gotta
good.
emphasize like new.
That's
she
all
just
good.
got him.
Anyway.
Oh, I have a variable for this question. What if the father isn't in this child's life and never been in this child's life, and you marry this woman that has this child? Do you step up to be the father?
Still, how old is the child?
You gotta.
Let's say the child's a toddler.
That's different. I think everybody can agree that's your child at that point.
Know nothing different. Like the kid knows that person as the father.
Or like maybe 13.
Yeah,
they got time. You got time. I think initially probably not, but then as time goes on, then yeah. I don't see why not, but that father, they would have to prove themselves as well too. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at as far as the action. Where's the actions coming in? Like, and if you are doing stuff as a father or like Sam said, like a positive male role model, you don't have to hold on to that title, but it's okay if you were to call them that in addition to everything else.
Oh, yeah, in fact, say like my situation, if they need to go get picked up or a ride or something, if their car broke down, they'll be able to call me.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit like that. So, yeah, I have to apologize for last week. I cussed out a Prius car.
No. Why would you bring that back around?
I got to because I got to get it off my chest.
It's on your heart, right?
Yeah, it's on my heart. So last week, I left the valley around 4:45, and there was a hell of an accident on the 405. I didn't get here till 7. So I was a 3 miles per hour traffic for 2.5 hours basically, and I drove past it and I seen a beat up Prius. I was like, this traffic for a fucking Prius. I hate Priuses because Prius is always something wrong with Prius. It's always getting your way. You feel me? So
this traffic thing was a callback the whole episode last week because of this.
It was bull. I was upset. I was hot. Like, got here late, setting up late. I was here and set up and shit, So later that week, he sent me this article, on about, I think it was on like Shade Room or whatever, or ABC. It was this Prius. He's like, is this the Prius? I said, fuck that Prius. That is the Prius. Then I started reading the article. The Prius driver died. He got hit by a tow truck, and it was all bad. And I was like, oh. I was like, still fuck the Prius, but yeah.
Fuck the Prius. I feel bad for the guy.
Yeah, I feel bad for the guy. Yeah, fuck the Prius, but shout out and rest in peace to the guy, the family. Hope everything goes well because I was pissed. I was pissed.
It was just a Prius.
Rest in peace and our condolences to the guy and to the family. But also, I drive a Prius. What the fuck is wrong with the Prius?
Fuck a Prius.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yes, they are. They always want. They want to race you, cut you off, get in your fucking way.
Like smoking every car. I have my kid in the back. My dad drives a Prius. My brother drives a Prius. Like everybody.
I'm sorry, y'all.
4-door golf carts.
Nah, don't.
And then our other car is a fucking Chevy Blazer. So that's what we call
so you have an actual car and a go-kart.
Yeah. Well, you see, one of them, it takes $20 to get me like 5 miles, and then the other one takes $20 for the week.
Facts. I have to roll with that.
I'm just saying.
I wrote that.
And they had
if they had that.
Breezy Boat. Anybody go to Breezy Boat? You go to Breezy Boat? Breezy Boat?
My little sister on Saturday.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Is that Venus that went?
A lot of people that told me about it said it was one of the best shows of the year. They said Breezy Boat turned up. I was like, man, would I want to go to a YB show or a YB show or a Chris Brown concert?
Are you a female?
For what?
Are you? Then you should go to the other one.
No, I would
Brown concert was for like these women that were in love with
Brown, Summer Walker, and Bryson Tiller.
Y'all want to see him perform Take You Down?
Hell yeah.
On the couch.
You see his dancers? His dancers get off.
I feel like, man, Chris is like once. I see what you're saying, like that's you typically for like more a lady-driven thing, but Chris is like a once in a generation talent, man.
Would y'all go see Usher's Vegas show?
I went.
But you went with your wife.
I did.
That's why it doesn't count. See, that's not the right thing. Would you like to go with that?
How does it don't count if you bring your wife?
Be like, hey Chuck, let's go catch this Usher show.
I'm not bringing a homie to a Chris Brown concert either. I'll go by myself.
I gotta get
with female.
You go by yourself to a Chris Brown concert?
What did you just say before all this?
No, you just said that you would go to.
No, I did. I would, but what did you say before all this?
Would you go to Chris Brown?
Majority of the females at Chris Brown. Why the fuck would I not want to go to a Chris Brown concert where I'll be one nigga to 100 females?
Right, but they all wild.
But they know they're not gonna get him, so they're gonna get the next best thing.
The next best thing to Chris Brown.
Bankhead.
Because it's like they already robbed Chris Brown and shit singing.
You feel me? And CB then it's RB. You heard? Right. CB RB, what it do? Just saying.
But so your crump moves, you got it.
And I got moves.
Right. The math is
honestly, yeah.
All you gotta do is just stop pop blocking and they come right to you.
The YB show looked like when the Lion King, when the hyenas was doing something like that. You know, it was all green in the background and shit like that. Shit looked crazy, dog.
It looked like it stink.
Okay. The chat said Chris Brown flew across so far.
Yo, I don't know one song of Chris Brown that constitutes that nigga flying around the goddamn arena.
But that's called.
Hair with Jordan Sparks.
This is a gang of them. Chris Brown? Come on, Chris Brown.
Wall to wall.
Yeah, Chris Brown got hits.
So look, I'm gonna be honest. If I have to sit here and pick between a Chris Brown and a YB, I'm getting tickets for me and my wife, and we going to Chris Brown.
Facts.
YB.
I feel like I'm being used in that scenario to make it okay. But all right.
I'm make it okay. I'm gonna make it okay like this.
That's like when we're supposed to go to Chuck E. Cheese.
So look, the YB concert ended exactly how I said it was going to end when I seen the post for the tour. And if EBK-J-Bo was there, it would have ended worse. But this is a part of something I want to say too. I feel like if these dudes continue to move how they move, the Sting team is going to end up seeing another indictment. Because these dudes allegedly was a part of the commotion that happened out there. And it's like every time something happened, these dudes are on camera being the viral people of the issues. And it's like that type of shit is gonna bring a RICO upon the Sting team. I'm just gonna tell y'all that right now. That shit needs to get tightened up over there. They need to show them that, hey, y'all are artists, not just street members, because that shit crazy. But it was not by these people. But it was shots rang out inside. People had to get evacuated from the building at the end of the concert.
At Crypto?
I'd
Yeah.
rather go to a Chris Brown concert because I don't want to roast no nigga.
YB came out of the comment. Somebody had to go to the comment.
But also shout out Tiana Taylor because she is the stage manager of everything of choreograph and how all the stage movements is going. So.
For what show? YB or Chris Brown? YB or Chris Brown?
YB.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Tiana Taylor.
If I had a choice, I'd go to fucking Chris Brown because I'm not trying to run no nigga moments at a YB concert. I seen a video of these niggas getting their
I'm thinking more of like how the dancers is flowing with the music and stuff. I was like, how you dancing to that? You know, just.
I'm proud of what you're doing though. Because everybody can't do that.
Nah, that's facts.
It was a whole thing that's going around like people can't really sell tickets. It's only a handful of artists. It's only a handful of artists that can sell tickets. Mm-hmm. And for him to come out from his situation in federal prison, still have his fan base be loyal as they are. Birdman sitting here 60 years old going on tour with him, backing him up, making sure that the bag is safe, being able to let him know, hey, we ain't moving like that. It's like, I'm proud of what he's doing. I'm proud of the team that's behind him and making sure that everything's running smoothly. People like Tiana Taylor, because I expected YB to come out just rapping. He came out with a house on the stage, and like you said, in the coffin. Like, this is how you're supposed to do. Give the people a show and give them what they paid for.
And to his credit too, like when fights and stuff was ringing out, he was trying to stop it.
Oh yeah, he did that.
I did hear that too. I seen those clips and seen that too. So I love that.
I was happy for him just because He's been in jail for so long. Like you said, the fans been waiting for him, and now he can finally go on tour. He's been on house arrest, going back to jail for at least almost 3 to 5 years before he can even go on tour. Plus, a lot of venues wasn't even accepting him to come to perform at they venue. So now to see that, I'm happy. I want to, tip your hat off, your flowers, YB. Shout out, like you said, Birdman, keeping that bag right, keeping his soldiers in order and check, making sure the bag don't get fucked up. Because niggas is gonna test them, you know, niggas outside, backstage, you know, in the crowd. So, and shout out to his homies too, because his homies haven't been beating up nobody, hasn't been causing no commotions from city to city. So, those are the people that really fuck up your bag, is your entourage. So, shout out your entourage too. What's up?
Shout out to the chat. Samuel Bainbridge said, question, if we grew up in the Prince era, would it be cool for a man to go to a Prince concert by himself?
Oh, hell yeah, because if you ask Poondaga would be like, hell yeah, Prince was the shit. Like, he picked Prince over Mike Jack, but...
That's a once in a lifetime.
But I'll go to Prince by myself too.
Yeah,
that's a great question.
I was gonna say, I can't answer that one. I don't know a Prince song.
So you know what Prince song?
I don't know a Prince song, and that's not in an offensive way of fuck him. I don't care about that time. It was just nobody in my household
was bumping
played Prince.
See, I had a sister who graduated in '92. That's all she fucked with Purple Rain.
My pops.
Purple Rain.
The album or just the song?
No, the nigga, the album, the song, the movie. She had all that shit. She was
Graffiti Bridge.
She was on it, dog. She was,
what was the other one?
Honestly, I don't remember all that.
But yeah,
Michael Jackson or Prince though?
You asking me? I'm saying Mike.
Damn. Venus Monroe in the chat, she said Black Card revolt.
I was a bigger Mike fan.
Black Card revolt.
Don't you ever say that out loud?
Man, if you don't know the black shit, that the stripes I have already on these arms.
Samuel Bainbridge said, don't say that out loud. They're gonna be coming for your card.
Let them come for whatever they want to come with. I done withstood all this stuff already. My name is very solidified. My name is Sleeks. Period. I haven't changed it for the industry.
What old school music did your parents play?
It's okay.
Calm it down. Hey, but y'all ready over there too?
Are we ready?
Y'all ready for free game?
We always ready.
Free game. We got some free game.
We got free game. We got free game with LEG every Monday. Straight PodN. Last week we did about logos. Previous week we did whitelisting.
So this week is going to be a little bit more geared towards businesses again, just because this is something that recently, the conversation we've been having, someone that we were talking to earlier said that they were going to shift their focus from what they're currently doing to kind of focusing on merchandise to try to see if they can generate some money from that to kind of put back into the business and be able to keep doing what it is that they're doing and love to do. So basically they're kind of looking towards merch to be the one that's going to be the money maker for their brand, to be able to carry on how they want to make their brand look and what they want to do with their brand. So through that I was like, you know what, I wanted to just honestly on the phone be like, look, just go ahead and log on right now and I'm going to walk you through it, and I'm going to like step by step you on how to put your online shop up, and then you can at least start pre-selling. And if you pre-sell, that's going to be a great benefit because of the fact that you don't just spend a bunch of money on like, I'm going to buy red, blue, yellow, green. Oh wait, yellow and green didn't really sell at all, so I wasted $10 per shirt or whatever the case on like 50 shirts. $10, 50 shirts, $500, that's going to be a big gap for you to be wasting money on. So if you do pre-orders, then you can work backwards. Basically, somebody tells you, hey, I want this, you go, you get it made. You can do that in multiple ways, but I'm not going to touch on that yet. But the very first thing that you would have to do is to get it set up. And there are absolutely free ways to do this. I know a lot of people are like, well, I need a website. Well, people charge $300-400 to do a website. Well, I need to be able to charge money on it, and I don't know how to do that. Well, I don't know whether to do a Cash App or to do on my website and then add a plugin. And if I add a plugin, how am I going to charge it? And they're going to charge me. So I actually already had to figure this out a few years ago when we worked with an artist, and we had to set up his whole merch site. And I don't know if you guys know, but the big money that most artists make is going to be from touring and merch. So if you're an artist, or whether you're a business or a brand or anything else that wants to get merch off, that's going to definitely be an asset. All right, start. So today I'm going to show you guys how to use Square. It's going to be a Square and Weebly combination. So here I am on the Square site, and it's free game with LEG. There is options that you can upgrade to be able to pay, but I'm always going to go for the free one. So your complete business starting at $0, $0 a month, get started. And the reason I do this because I want all of you, I don't have the money to be able to jump up. There you go. You don't need the money. And if you do this, you get paid. So you can literally get your orders in, get the money for those orders, use that money to go and spend on the actual order that you are now going to make. But anywho, so here, let's create your account. I had to put in my info, so I'm going to actually skip through that part. Next video.
I had to put in my info, so we're not going to show that.
Cut next scene. It was, nope, that's the last video. That's like absolutely last. I remember them. Damn it, dog. I'm just kidding.
What was this one?
Hey, they can see the homegrown radio sweater too. That's what's up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Homegrown radio sweater.
It's gonna blend it into the green screen. I checked. I was like, yeah.
Business. One says business. The thumbnail says business.
Since we talk about merch, we had to order this off the homegrown radio website too.
A while ago, I believe this was an anniversary present.
Yo, be on the lookout for.
No, keep on. You good?
Go ahead.
Hey, Rashid, turn the mic on. Be on the lookout.
On the lookout for new merch dropping soon. Just gonna say that we got a whole rebranding phase that we kind of into right now. So be on the lookout. I'll make sure y'all get blessed with some updated ones, man, because y'all been supporting from the jump. And I appreciate that. It'd be a lot of people. Yo, give me. I'm like, hey man, go to the website. All right, support.
We did.
Support, and y'all did, and I appreciate that. So I'm gonna bless y'all with some upgraded homegrown merch when we get them.
Woo, he said y'all getting big and those look like they don't fit you no more. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out, we highly appreciate that. But since we are ready to go on, so here I just put in some extra info because I already do have my account, but I want to show you guys how to do the actual setup. You're gonna put your business name. For this one, I'm just gonna go ahead and put Free Game with LEG because we already have them for By the Way Entertainment, which I will be showing you guys in a couple of minutes. But again, since that's a completed one, I wanted to be able to walk through each one of these steps. So I got Free Game with LEG here. It took me a while to type. Don't worry about that. We're gonna go to the next page. Onto here, you're gonna put what you are gonna be selling. I put retail goods just because that's pretty much what it is. As far as you're selling merch and everything, it's gonna be a retail good. You can put any other service that you might currently run, whether it's food service or whatever the case may be. I'm putting my business at less than 100,000 just because, okay, I'm a startup business, and just to make sure that it's fully targeted towards my startup business. You can always change it as you grow and as you move forward with the site. Don't worry about my emotion alert. It's just letting me know some people are in front of the house. Anyway, so once I'm over here, there's going to be a lot of things to set up as far as get approved to set up payments. You do have to put in some personal information to be able to link all of this and to be able to actually start receiving payment for your services, for your food, drink, retail, whatever it is that you're providing. You can even put like tickets. I think we've sold event tickets and everything on here. Also, just to be able to give it like its own little website and make it look a little bit more professional. But today we are focusing on items. So you look through here, I'm gonna go ahead and go to online, and then once you click on online store, like I said, Square actually has I'm so sorry, cooperation that they're doing with Weebly, and that Weebly is gonna pretty much set up the website part of your website. I mean, it's the website part of your sales platform, while Square is going to be the sales part of your sales platform. So if you catch them during a promo time like I did, Square will even provide you with free POS systems. So that's anything from the one that hooks up to your phone to the little Square one that you actually connect up to the wall. But all of them make it possible for you to charge with a card. And that's very much comes in handy, outside of Cash App and Zelle and all those other ones. A good old card is always easy to just tap and get going. So here I put that we have shipping and we have pickup. You just have to enter a couple more information. So again, I'm going with retail items here. And then they start building your store. So you are going to be able to customize everything as far as design later on, but for now what they're pretty much designing is going to be the actual bare bones of it, you can say. So this is where it's going to have the items that you're going to be selling, what price points you're going to be selling it at. It's setting up all the information that you connected in to be able to kind of link it all together and funnel it down into your sales. Signal was a little slow right here. Sorry, guys. But again, part of the reason why I do this on my phone is also because I know that sometimes people are like, well, I can't get to a desktop. Well, I don't have a laptop. Well, I don't have whatever the case. No excuse. This is all on the phone. Look, my alerts are still coming through. You can see when I did this. It's literally all right there. I didn't even edit that top part out this time. Alright, so if you're looking here, you can go ahead and connect a domain name. We do have a domain name, which I do have linked up to our actual shop, but if you don't have one, it's just going to go ahead and say square dot, whatever title you put in, dot online, and that's still going to be a URL that you can use. You can go ahead and hyperlink it, so you know you change what the name says, and then it's just going to still take you to that link. But if you have a domain, you can most definitely connect it. This is going to be for your online shop. So all of these nice fancy templates are very nice, but they are also, you have to upgrade. So you can take a look if you want to upgrade your plan. I never recommend it because, again, this is free game with LEG, and I don't want no excuses of, well, I can't be paying this much a month. So this is the absolutely free one. You're going to go ahead and scroll and keep scrolling. You go to all themes because it's not just on retail, and then scroll and scroll, and then you keep scrolling all the way to the very bottom. And yes, I'm being dramatic on purpose because they purposely put it at the bottom because it's the only free option. Literally the only one. Look, the next one up right here, upgrade. You gotta pay for it. That's the only free option. All the way at the bottom, select your free option. It's gonna give you that simple layout that you saw right there, but if you have a good picture or a good logo like we taught you to make in the last episode, you can go ahead and put this as your background, and it's a nice simple setup. Go ahead and type in what you want. Instead of get started with this free e-commerce, type in your name, your business name, your logo, whatever the case. All of this is just fill it in. It's already set up, just fill it in, put in some pictures, keep it simple. Those buttons that say book, you change it to buy, and then take that hyperlink to be to your items. It's very, very user-friendly. Once you start filling in all of these, I'm gonna go through it right now in my other account, but once you start going through all of these just step by step, it's not as overwhelming as it looks. Start with a picture. Set up your picture for your background and change your title. From there, you'll get carried away. It's not hard, it just takes a little bit of time. Here I am when... Alrighty, so next video. So for this next part, I'm actually logged into our By the Way account. So where we sell our merch, where we sometimes sell tickets, where we use pretty much for any type of platform that we need to be able to charge you with a card on, we're gonna go ahead and use this. So here I am, I'm logged in, BTW Entertainment. If you go to the overview online, again, it takes us to our newly created, or this is going to be our newly created website, and this is where we can actually see our items. So like I told you, we've used it to sell tickets, which is why right here you're going to see a few tickets that were available for sale that we just put them up as items, and it's the same process as with Eventbrite, but I believe it has a smaller fee. Don't quote me for sure on that because it's been a while since I used it, but the last time that I used it, it was a smaller fee than Eventbrite, which is why we went with selling the tickets on here. And then Eventbrite has a number limit, which this does not at all, so that's also great. Like if you try to get more than 50 people per your Eventbrite thing, I think they charge you, I believe it's like a $10 fee or something. This one doesn't though. You can sell 5 tickets, you can sell 100 tickets. So here we're selling a sweater. So as you see, looking over here in the corner, you upgrade your picture. I taught you guys how to make those professional pictures on Canva and Photo Room a few episodes ago. Go watch them all so you can figure out which one, because I don't remember. But make that nice, beautiful. As you see, this sweater was actually, I think, on our carpet or something, but we went ahead and changed the background to white so that it could look nice and professional. And that's the picture right there. You fill in the info for the item, you fill in the info for the description, you put a couple of pictures. You do have to enter in the sizes. So again, all tedious work. You do have to put what sizes you're going to make available. Keep in mind that whenever you buy anything that's extra large and larger is going to be a couple of dollars more when you purchase it from the wholesalers. So make sure you reflect that in your prices as well. And then, did it pause?
Oh, that's it. That was the video.
Okay, do we have the next one?
Yep.
Once you've gone ahead and entered all of that, you can go ahead and press publish. Once you publish, it's going to put it up as one of the items that's available on your online shop. And now I'm just gonna go to the finalized store. Again, you go on online, you're gonna click on online store. Yeah, that one. And this is the mobile version of it. It looks a lot better on the laptop, but again, we're doing all this on a phone just to show you that it still can be done. It doesn't look too bad. As you see, you can put shop now. You can go ahead and stay in the loop by adding your email because you always want to be able to, keep your customer base within reach. So you want people to be able to get their information, especially if they're nice enough to offer it. So these are the last tickets, like I said, that we sold. You can put as many as you want up. You put the pricing, people are able to see it. They can click on it and then purchase. And then you can either make the decision of absorbing the cost. So the fees that go per sale, you can either absorb it and pretty much take it out of your profits, or you can pass it on to the consumer. In which case, once they check out, as they're checking out, it's just pretty much going to say it's website fees and taxes and fees, and then it's going to include it in that, and they'll get charged a little bit more. That's all depending on your preference and what your numbers are looking like. If you're looking at a very slim profit line, you definitely want to go ahead and just charge the customers for the fee. If you're trying to be a little bit more on high volume sales and you really want to make sure that you take care of your customer, by all means, I always recommend take that small fee for the customer to make sure that they come back. But that is everything that I have on that as far as the online shop. Now for the tips, this is something that I've been asked a lot. We've been asked a lot, and it's where to get it done, where to get the merch done, where to get the merch made. The way we've done it and the way that we did it has been two ways. Either one, we actually bought the machine that cuts out the vinyl, and we actually bought the the heat press. And then we bought the mini heat press. So we actually bought the materials and made it ourselves. I learned how to use the software. On top of that, I combined that with Photoshop, like I showed you guys how to use last time.
Your previous free game.
But I use all of that to make our merch. Actually, you know what? It's okay. You don't have to show those pants. But most of the pants that we wear, most of the sweatpants that we wear, we design and we make ourselves. Now, when we were doing this for an artist, we found that it was a lot easier to actually have, because of the design that was being used, it was a lot easier to just use a third party. So we would actually go up to Pico, and I'm just going to tell you guys, off the 10 and Pico, because I don't remember what the other cross street was. But if you just walk any one of those streets, you're gonna see so many merch vendors, so many of these sweatpants and t-shirts that are posted up. Now you can either find the merch yourself and then brand it yourself, or you can walk along, try to talk to a couple of merchants and see which one gives you the best deal, because a lot of them do embroidery. They do vinyl, they do silkscreen, they do all types of design and creativity. I believe they also do direct fabric. There's a lot of those creatives out there, and if you just go stall to stall, put the legwork in, take a day where you go in the morning and you're just gonna be walking up and down the street, talk to each one. I remember we did that. We walked up that street, we walked up Pico, and we were just talking to each merchant. Okay, how much are yours? All right, cool, thank you. And if I buy 12, how many? All right, cool, thank you. That's also another thing. If you buy 12 or more, usually they'll give you a better deal. Also, just haggle. Most of them, if you haggle or try to tell them, well, if I do this, will you do this? They'll agree, if it's reasonable. But we went merchant by merchant, wrote everything down, and then we're like, all right, so it seems like this merchant was the one who had it cheapest. We went back to them. We went to another merchant who had the designing cheaper, and then she sold us basically just the actual design on like a film, and then we ironed it on at home as we got the orders coming in. And that's how we were able to kind of put that out as well. That was, I think, kind of the easier way, because somebody else was worrying about doing the cutting and the weeding and the transferring onto the clear sheet. So that made that easier. Am I forgetting anything else? That's where you can get the clothes. Now, mind you don't actually have to have money. Do your pre-orders. The pre-order gets you the money. You take that money. You go over there to LA. Well, not over there. Over here to LA. I'm sorry, guys. And just find out which one is within your budget and try to make a couple of dollars. If you charge somebody $40 for a sweater, don't go and spend $35 on getting it produced. Don't spend $20 on the sweater and another $10 on getting it printed, because then you're not going to be making anything on it, and then you just used up all your gas and your time and your energy on doing something that you're not going to be making money on. So keep those numbers in mind, guys. I know that it seems very tempting to be like, I just want to get my merch out there, but make sure that it's going to be something that's viable, that you can keep going, and that you're not going to have to stop doing as soon as you're not able to provide the money for it anymore. And that wraps up Free Game with LG.
Boom, 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 boom.
A lot of free game.
Free game, man.
While we talking about production of merch, I see you got your sons on your socks.
Oh yeah, man. I take my boys with me everywhere, man. These right here, this is a Father's Day gift, actually.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I don't know if this is the updated one. Yo, this is the updated one. I had another one with Chase look kind of crazy, but yeah, man, got my boys on here, man. My little ones,
Take them everywhere with me.
That's hard. So where did you get those done?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know. Wifey got them.
Your wife blessed you with them.
Blessed me with them. Yeah. I want to say it had to be. No, I don't know. I'm gonna ask her right now. Actually, I'm gonna ask her.
Hey, now what Ellie was saying is the fashion district down there. You go down, type in fashion district. You'll go down there and see all the vendors. But also, you'll 8 times out of 10 the things that you're buying from other like independent brands is coming from the fashion district. Multiple times I've been down there. I ran into Master P, and you know how Master P has all his brands, all his clothing lines. Like they shop same where you gonna shop, you know. So it's nothing fancy or nothing hard or a secret that's not out, you know. So make sure if you want your independent brand, go to the fashion district because everybody's going there. They might just find different materials than somebody, but like Ellie said, go do your research, go hit up those the shops and write shit down so you know what you want, because every material is different, and when you wash it, when you want to wash it with cold water, hot water, all that shit matters for the consumers, you know.
Because embroidery is more expensive than like vinyl.
Embroidery for sure, yeah. Embroidery.
But embroidery will obviously last a lot longer than a vinyl.
Yeah, embroidery, or even I fell in love with this is direct to garment.
Yeah.
This is DTG, you know. So you feel me? Shout out my man Felipe, Merch Supply. He the one who does all Str8 and Trunk Radio merch. He was in the Valley. He got so big he had to move to the Vegas and put his shop in Vegas. You know?
Yeah, I like
shout out.
The embroidered sweatshirts though.
Yeah.
What I gotta let y'all know is downtown Los Angeles Fashion District is the #1 district next to China when it comes to merch. Everyone goes to downtown Los Angeles to get their merch. Like before it gets printed, even if it's not to get printed, they're gonna go there just for the blanks. I'm talking about from underwear to socks to leggings to sweaters to sweatpants to hats to basketball jerseys to scarves to what is it called? Sports jackets, bomber jackets.
You got that baseball jersey, remember?
Yeah, if you're a worker and you work for like what is it called? You creating your own business and you got a janitorial service. You can go down there. Everything that you need is going to be there, and they are polite enough to sell you something single-handedly, or you can also come in there and get at a lower rate in bulk. And that's the great part about it. Please do not hold yourself back. Go get what you need to do. And merch is the #1 thing that comes out of an artist. What is it called? Repertoire after their music. After the music is sold, they go buy merch. After merch is sold, they go buy tickets. That's the order of it. Keep on building and start from right there, and y'all got this.
For that day, I see Master. You go.
Sorry, my bad. So 2 more things is going to be one. There is also, just for those that are very, very interested in clothing and are actually getting something a little different than just printing your image on a piece of clothing, there was one. I know, and it's kind of tough because I'm saying one. Do you remember what street it was on?
I don't know what you're talking about. What is it?
The lady that designs clothing. So you can literally tell her, you know what, I want you to design me a shirt, and I want like one sleeve to be long and one sleeve to be like sleeveless, and I want it to like come down off the side shoulder. You design it, she designs it with you, and then she actually creates this. And not only does she create it for you to have it, but she can also keep copying it and making it pretty much wholesale. So they can make a design for you, or they can take your design and create it and make it come to life, and then you can actually sell this afterwards. Now, do you remember what?
I'm gonna think that's around like Los Angeles, like in the alleys, right?
Yeah.
You gotta go through the alley. No, not Santee Alley. It's off of like Pico.
Not Santee Alley. No, don't go to Santee Alley. If you're in Santee Alley, you're in the wrong place and you don't know how to buy merch.
Santee Alley is where they go
to buy from these people.
They go down and buy these things from these people, and then go back to Santee Alley and sell it up there.
Mm-hmm.
But so when you hit Los Angeles and Pico, behind these buildings, there's alleys. So like as you're going towards like 11th Street and all that other stuff, you're gonna see an alley right there. Just bust through the alley, and the people are gonna be standing in the alley waiting for you.
Yeah.
They'll be like, hey, look, you like it? You like it? Don't be scared to go through those alleys. They're right there waiting for you.
Mm-hmm. I love it. But also, like I said, Master P, I was so mad. I was probably like 3-4 years in with Str8 Trunk Radio, and me and Bonnie Ocho was out there shopping hats for the hat from the Valley Side Code. And I see Master P and the nigga froze. I said, what up, P? That's it though. I didn't say yo you. I nothing. I no follow up. He just said.
I mean, sometimes certain situations.
You know, but he had like a bodyguard with him and all that. But at the same time, the bodyguard was cool and all. But he wasn't very like bodyguardish type. He was like let him do his thing. But I was just, it's like man.
So if you could go back and do that now, what would you say?
I'm like, yo, P, you one of the inspiration of Str8 Trunk Radio. Like one of my shirts, one of my merch shirts, it has his early pictures of Str8 Trunk Radio of his picture with him. His picture with Str8 Trunk Radio across his face. You feel me?
You had that at the time when you ran into him?
No.
You can't use that one. So
but I would just be like, yo, you an inspiration for my podcast, Str8 Trunk Radio. What you doing? Straight independent, out the hustle, straight. You feel me? Getting it. You know, yeah. And I
maybe next time.
So another thing that's
next time. It's always gonna be next time for sure.
Another thing that's like Straight Out the Trunk is basically homegrown. It's the same thing. Like you guys came from the bottom and started from where you need to start and grew from there. It was a hustle.
Yeah.
What's caused you to start homegrown? And I want you to explain like the process of it, and also tell the struggles. Please highlight the struggles and let them know, because a lot of people think that, oh, you just ended up on the radio and homegrown ended up there. Like these are two separate entities that got there. Like Chuck Dizzle is an entity that works for iHeart, and then homegrown is a separate entity. Correct. Yeah, please let us know how like this developed, because it's not easy. Like I love what you're doing with Straight Out the Trunk, and this is another stepping stone that you can do as well. And I gotta hear that free game.
Man, it's just usually when you for anybody that's like we gotta add a lack, right? Out of things that are not happening. So for me, like it was at a time where I grew up as like I was telling you guys, 92.3 Beat was my inspiration. So I always
Steve Harvey show.
Yeah, low key. I was actually listening to John London in the House Party, which is
before
predates all that. I was listening to that, and then I was listening to Big Boy when he was on in the afternoons. Mega Boy's on in the mornings. Then Big Boy got on in the mornings, and then I was listening to Julio G. I was listening to the Wake Up Show. So all these different shows were like, they were the soundtrack to my life. So from the moment I got up, I had a routine of what shows I would listen to at what time or whatnot. So that was
at what age is this?
This is at 10. This is at 10 years old. The main thing that made me say, yo, I wanna do that, like whatever that is. And I've told this story before, but it always gives me chills thinking about it, man. I remember my sister, was summertime, we were going to, I think, one of her cheerleading practices or whatever. We were driving down Avalon, and we were about to bust around Delamo. I don't know why we were taking the streets of Long Beach, but we were going anyway, we're going down the street, and we're listening to the radio, and we hear them. They do these street team hits. Where people don't know what that is. They go to a location, do a call in the station, and promote where they're at. So this time they were off of Avalon and Delamo, which is right down the street from our crib. We're driving down the street as we hear them on the radio, like, yo, we're off of Delamo and Avalon right now. Yo, make some noise. I see the beat truck with a dude on top of it, waving a t-shirt, people going crazy. I'm like, yo, I don't know what the fuck is happening, but I want to be a part of that shit. So I would always try to find where the radio stations would be, you know what I mean? And as time kind of got a little, the technology got, a little more advanced, I would be on the website trying to look at the webcam, just see anything that was going on with the radio stations. When I finally became of age, I found out you had to do an internship. Pulled up at one of the events, and the people were telling me, like, yo, you want to get on the radio, you got to do an internship. What the fuck is an internship?
How old were you?
This is 17
now. Okay.
So they're like, you got to go to college to do an internship with us, because you have to show that you're in school. You got to be in school for 2 years, show that you're doing a radio program or work for the radio station at your school, and that's going to give you a higher chance to actually get an internship with the radio station. Yeah. I said, bet. All right. Got the lady's card. I said, I'm going to call you in 2 years.
Which station was this?
This is 92.3 The Beat.
Shout out to 92.3 The Beat for motivating a young black man to go to college.
This was at the Black College Expo. And then the Beat was there. They had these little mock situations set up where you can do air checks live on the spot. So they would record your demo, and I still got, I've taped over it now, but I still got the tape that I recorded one of my first demos at 17 on. I was nervous as fuck. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but they were planting that seed early on for me to even want to do that shit. So a couple years later, still had the lady's card. I get into Long Beach State, do college radio, and I'm like, okay, boom, I'm ready. I get up, I call. She don't work there no more.
Oh.
Fuck. All right. right, well, I'm gonna still pull up there and drop my resume off. Like, how can I do it? Like, how can I get a job? Well, anything that, like, well, you know, you're in school now, you know, we'll take your resume, did an internship, got my way in. So I'm saying all that to say, I took all those steps to finally get in. When I finally get in, I didn't know, like, the ins and outs of radio. I just knew just want to be on air. I figured that you could just, you know, get people's music, play it on the radio, So I got hired as an intern on the street team and worked my way up to get hired at that point. People always hit me up on the streets like, yo, check my music out, check my music out. I'm like, yeah, bet. Give it to the DJ at the station, they wasn't fucking with it. So I bring all that up to say, I knew that I was like, damn, these artists and these people that want their music played, where the fuck are they? Where the fuck they gonna go? How they gonna get some shine? So at the same time, I was still doing my show at Long Beach State. That's when I didn't really have no rhyme or reason to how I was doing when I first started. But at that point, like towards my last year, I was like, yo, I want to kind of create a platform for up and coming artists, newer artists, those that are getting out there. And at the same time, I ran into a couple of artists inside the building at the radio station that were coming up to have a meeting with the music director. Shout out to homie Two All the Sharp. And they were trying to get their music played on the radio. We exchanged chirps at the time. These people in the elevator happened to be
Chirps.
The homie B and J-Rock. They were trying to get J-Rock. I still have J-Rock's first demo. He didn't even spell his name J-Rock the way it is now. It was Jaerock. So I had his first like radio demo, or not radio demo, I had his first demo from early on. So I was like, look, I don't know what they doing over here, but I got a college show at Long Beach State. Pull up, he pulled up, they brought Kendrick, they brought Ab Soul, and kind of the rest was history after that. But that taught me like, yo, this is what I want to do. I like to showcase these type of artists. You know what I mean? So from there, the beat situation kind of.
Hold on, I got a question.
Yeah.
Hold on. So you was 17 when they told you this, and you got into Cal State Long Beach.
So I'm 17. I was still a junior in high school at the time.
So you had to put the work in and have the grades.
Oh, you know, yeah. Well, I'm not going to lie. I had to get the grades to get into college.
That's my point.
Exactly. I had to get my grades right.
Motivated.
Low key, that's what low key motivated, because I'm gonna be the first to tell you I'm not a student, bro. Like I'm not. That was what motivated me not only to get to college, but to actually graduate in 4 years.
And that was my next thing, because I'm not a college person. So I went to college and I went to school for music as a business. Once I got done with the business courses and everything else, I couldn't stick around. Like the regular curriculum didn't make any sense for me to be here, because that's not what I was here for.
Right.
I did that shit in high school.
Yeah.
You know, you already made us graduate from high school and take a test and make sure that we understood this shit. I don't know why we're still doing it in college. You know, but
what's funny is that when I first got in, they told me, they were like, you have to do radio broadcasting. So I'm like, okay, when I get to Long Beach State, I'm like, yo, how do I sign up for radio broadcasting? It was like, it's not radio broadcasting, it's journalism. I'm like, I don't want to be a journalist. I want to be on the radio. They was like, well, this is the closest thing you can do. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do journalism, so let me just, I'm thinking about communications. And I'm like, well, the other thing that I really like psychology. I like just diving into people's minds and kind of, so I majored in psychology. I was going to do business.
That's dope.
I took business classes. I'm like, no shot to them. I'm like, any nigga
definitely helps with your interviewing.
Huh?
That definitely helps with your interviewing.
Yeah, it does. And low key, that's when I was like, yo, I want to understand people. I want to be able to kind of like just understand why people do what they do. So I was like, if anything else, at least I can get a degree that I wasn't even thinking about what I wanted to do after. The plan was, okay, I can be a college or high school counselor or some shit like that. But I'm like, at the end of the day, I still can learn some shit with psychology and hopefully apply it, but there was really no backup plan. I just did it just to get through college. And I'm like, once I'm done, in the process of that, I got hired at the beat. I'm like, oh, I need to get out of school. All right, so let me take summer school, winter sessions for 2 years straight. And because I was off track my first 2 years, I would have been out probably like in 6 or 7 years. I found out, I talked to my college counselor, and I'm like, look, I got this job. I'm trying to get out. Like, she's like, well, what you gotta do is you gotta make sure that you're on track. You gotta take these classes, summer school, winter sessions. So I did that, got out, and by that time, I was full on working with the beat. And a year later, the station folded, which means if people don't know, they changed it from hip hop to. Basically, they turned the beat to like KJLH. Mm-hmm. So they turned a hip hop station to an urban AC format, or adult contemporary. And then they told me I was basically too young, because at that point, the part that I kind of missed was I worked my way up from being on street team to being on air within 2 years, which is kind of unheard of, right?
That's
so
what's
I get on air, I get like a slot, like an overnight slot on like a Sunday. I do like 3 or 4 shows. This is like throughout the summer, and then the station fucking changes.
Getting your feet wet.
I'm getting my feet wet. They like, oh, we changed the formats, and you're too young for the demos, so we're gonna take you off air. You can still be on street team. I'm like, I thugged it out for about a year. I'm like, yeah, this ain't it, man. I'm gonna start applying for different stations. I apply for every station that you can damn near think of. Sending my air checks. I'm pressing up CDs. Sending my an air check is a demo, radio demo. Send them out to any market that would take me. Nobody's biting. Nobody's biting. Nobody's biting. One station in Santa Barbara was like, okay, we'll fuck with you. Pull up. I drive 3.5 hours out there. I audition live on air to do the
dedicated
slot. They say, okay, we're gonna hire you. I drive back home. I never heard back from them.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I was like,
oh, that's cool.
What do you mean?
That's 6 hours out my whole day for y'all.
The homies back at the station. I'm like, yo, what's going on? They like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. They supposed to get back to you. They never did. They end up getting fired. So I think it was a whole regime change at that station. But the blessing in that was, if that hadn't happened, I wouldn't have doubled down and do homegrown. Like at that point, when that happened, I left the beat. This is 2007, 8ish. Left the beat. I was like, man, I'm going to continue to do my shit at Long Beach State. And mind you, I already graduated in 2005, right? I'm at Long Beach State, still doing my show. I'm not supposed to be there, but I still got the key card, and nobody's really pressed me about it. And my show was on a Monday night at 8, so nobody's really like tripping. I was like the last show. Nobody's really tripping off of that. After like 2008ish, Long Beach State was like, look, we already know you like a super senior. You ain't supposed to be here no more. We're going to deactivate your card. One of the other homies, he was like, man.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
What?
I'm like, what you mean?
Yeah, huh?
At this,
I ain't heard nobody.
This is when internet radio kind of started becoming a little more popular. I just found out the equipment to kind of like do a setup and do a mock. I did a mock show live from my mom's crib. And then I just moved out to my apartment in Inglewood in 2009, and I was like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna just set this shit up over here. A few weeks before that, I hit Head Up, because we have a mutual friend. He was doing radio at Cerritos. I was doing radio at Long Beach State. They were like, man, you guys do the same shit. You guys should link up. All right, cool. I'm like, hey, man, look, I'm focused more on the interviewing and shit. You into DJing right now, because Head was a host first, and then he became a DJ. Start DJing more. I said, look, if you can just focus on the music part, play the music, and I'll focus on the interview. I got my apartment. I know how to connect it to the internet, and I know how to like market it. Like, this is before phones had apps, right? Yeah. So I had to get on BlackBerry Messenger and send people the link.
This nigga said BlackBerry Messenger.
Whole timeline, and then on AOL Instant Messenger, I would send people the link to the show so they can tune in from the URL or on their phone. I like created steps for them to actually do it so they can look at it from their browser on their phone.
Wow.
That was the inception of what Homegrown was in 2009, right? And I say all that to say, like, I see a lot of people complaining about opportunities and lack thereof. If you really want the shit, you're gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was for me. The radio station at the time, they weren't fucking with me. You know, I got let go from one. I had another time. Well, the station folded. I forgot to mention I got hired at K-Day in like 2009-ish. That only lasted about a year and a half because some other bullshit happened. I got fired from there, and that just made me double down on doing Homegrown at the time. So, I mean, it really is sheer dedication. Like, that's one of the things that I feel like I'm most proud of, is that I stuck to something that I really wanted to do as a little kid. I saw the vision for it. To this day, that's my anchor into anything in life. It's like, you find something, you stay locked in, and you gotta cut out all the other distractions to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Even with getting into radio, like, you guys know how it is. You guys are in the business. In order to get on radio, it's hard as fuck, for one. Right?
I mean, you still trying to get a door at a radio station. I got denied at least 40 times on application.
So, which stations did you apply to?
At first, my story, starting Str8 Trunk, is somewhat similar to your story, because when I got out of college, well, I didn't get out of college, but I stopped going to college and started doing life, and I was like, I want to do radio. Yeah. And they was like, yo, you need to go to college. So I went back to college.
What year is this?
2012. I stopped playing football. Yeah, 2012 I stopped playing football. So 2012, I went to Big Boy had a listeners in studio thing, and I got selected. So me and the homie went. D Cool at the time, he looked like Tay F3rd. They had the same like features with tattoos and like face piercing. So I went there with the homie D Cool and
shout out Tay F3rd.
Yeah, shout out Tay F3rd. So we went up, went there, and for some reason me and the homie D Cool stood out, you know. So took pictures with Big Boy. Then I talked to Louis G.
Did he pretend to be Tay F3rd?
Huh?
Did he pretend to be Tay F3rd?
No.
Oh.
No.
I thought that was one of those
linked up with him, right?
Yeah, this is before Tay F3rd got linked up with Big Boy. You know, this is when
Jerker movement was still.
Yeah, this was the Jerker movement was still like popping but fading. You know, it was still on its wave. But that time, Louis G was like, "You look like Tay F3rd to the homie." So that's when we got to stick around and talk to everybody. And I was like, "Yo, how do you get into this radio?" So he gave me a card, and he's like, so I called with the lady. The lady said, like you said, gotta go to school. So that's when I went back to school. Then I kept applying for applying. No hit back. Sometimes I'll get a deny email. No hit backs. Then I was like, damn, what should I do? You know, I stopped going to Glendale College. Then I was like, all right. My mom helped me out. She was like, send me this link about Broadcasters Mentoring Group, where they link you up with a professional person in the radio business to give you like some mentorship, just so you can learn like air checks or just something. You know, the first lady didn't work out. Then the second person was Kevin Nash, and Kevin Nash just started Accelerated Radio. You know, it was just a blessing. It was God. You know, so once that happened, it took off. You know, he taught me everything mostly about radio, on air, you know, inboard engineering, you know, transitions, phone calls, screens and shit like that. Then how Excel kept growing. I was blessed with a show, and I was like, and once I knew about Excel, I started learning about the radio business. So I was like, I can't go to the radio, play the homie shit on bass shit, you know. So he's like, you want a show? He's like, I was like, hell yeah. So I was like, I want to play all my Valley homies. You feel me? I'm from the Valley, so I was like, nobody on the radio is playing the Valley, so I was like, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna dedicate my show to the Valley. Then once that shit happened,
what year was this?
2014, 15.
That's what's up.
2014.
Yeah, I mean, we all create out of lack and out of voids. It's just like that's kind of where the story comes from. It's like
most definitely
there was nothing there. Yep. We saw something, was like, okay, I want to just make sure that I have a space for these type of voices, you know what I mean? And thankfully, some of those voices became, you know, who they are, like the TDEs, and, you know, shouts to Glasses, and, you know, my man Thurs, who has Party in My Living Room, we celebrate 10 years of that, but this is when he was with you and I, so it's like, being able to see people go through their different journeys and who they were to who they are right now, I'm just glad that I played some kind of role into that, you know what I mean? And I think, again, it goes back to showing, like, okay, if you really want something, how locked in, how focused are you going to be, what are you going to sacrifice? And the one thing that I feel like I regret is there's documentation, but it's not as locked in documentation to kind of look at the journey all the way through. Like, for you to be able to tell me, I can show you like a YouTube of Kendrick and them when they pulled up in like 2008. I can show you the J-Rock mixtape, but I don't have any like footage of us like doing interviews or anything like that. Because at the time, you know, video wasn't really the thing.
It was still audio.
Audio, right? Video didn't really kick off until like 2009, 10ish. People started having the flip cams, and I had some stuff on there. Like, to this day, I'm so pissed. I have an interview I did with Nip on the flip cam. I put on my computer and my computer crashed. So it's like, this is like 2008 Nip. This is right after Bullets Ain't Got No Name by U2 drop. I'm sick because I was working at K-Day and I'm just sick. That stuff like that. So I just wish I could have documented the process a little bit more. So today, man, it's like the technology is so far, far more advanced than it used to be that it literally, like, when people come to me about, I try to be a mentor when people ask questions and shit like that, but when people are like upset about what media is doing or what radio is doing specific, I'm like, you literally can take the power into your own hand and create a a platform of your own and get recognized by an establishment based off the work that you put in. The reason why Homegrown got on Real 92.3 is because they did see the little documentation we did have on YouTube. And when Head got hired, he got me in 2015, and they saw the camaraderie that we had when we were doing shit outside of the station. They're like, yo, bring that energy over here. And that's how Homegrown got on Real 92.3. So, I mean, it's not giving up, it's staying passionate about your shit and you know, looking at the opportunities for what it is.
Now, in fact, you even see back on Fig on Power 106 on Sunday nights, you know, so they got their platform.
That's a good look.
From YouTube to a big radio station, so they can shout their homies out, or not, can't play their homies, but
see, that's the thing, man. Like, and even with that, it's like, I don't know, man. I guess I have a different vantage point from it. It's like a lot of people hold on to being played on the radio like it's the biggest thing in the world, right? I would rather have a bankhead supporting me, pulling up to my show, showing love, you know, really invested in who I am as a person and fuck with me like that, versus somebody that's gonna give me a spin here and there. And that, I mean, yeah, you're gonna get played in the city. I'm not gonna sit here in front like it's not a big deal. But unless you're in regular rotation, that shit don't penetrate like that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people just do it for just the gram, where it's like, oh man, okay, yeah, my shit getting played, and then after that, it's here.
It's not that. I'm gonna let you know. It's an accolade. You gotta remember, just like you, how you grew up listening to these people on the radio, and that's what inspired you. Yeah. They grew up listening to artists on the radio, and their biggest thing is, I just want to be heard on the radio. I just want to be like, hey, mama, I'm on the radio. So it's like, even if it's that one time, it lets you know that all of this work that I've been putting in has led to this great moment. And if I can do it once, I can do it again. You're right. You know, so it is that should mean a lot.
I look at it on both ends, because there have been opportunities where, like, I'll sit here like, when there is an opportunity where I can do it, I've done it, right? And I've even, that was one of the reasons why the whole K situation didn't work out. I was playing some shit I wasn't supposed to be playing, and it got me outside the building. And I noticed how, and I don't give a fuck, but I noticed the perception of how people treated you when you're outside the building versus when you're inside the building. I'm good with the logo or without a logo, with the radio station, without a radio station. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like it didn't, I didn't feel a way when people that were hitting me up for interviews and hitting me up for radio play. When I went out my way to do shit for them, and it ended up getting my job taken from me, it was like the phone call stopped. I'm like, damn, I risked my job for y'all. Now my whole situation is different. It's like, back then I could take that risk. Now I got a family. I'm not gonna be the same loose-headed motherfucker that I was before. And there's different ways that I can showcase support. And I try to go out of my way to do it that way versus only playing songs on the radio. You know?
You did that with us. So at the time it was Zoe Osama. When we was first trying to put Zoe Osama on the scene, one of the biggest looks at that time was being able to have you play his music right there in the room, even though it wasn't on the radio. It had the 92.3 mic right in front of you, had the logo on the back, and then like you turned the camera and you got somebody in the background bouncing to the music. It was like, this made his life. You feel me? And in that moment, that was like so big to be having Chuck Dizzle listen to his music, having a female person in the background saying, "Oh, I like this too," because you know females is the ones that help out your brand the most. And it was like, that was a major moment for him. You know, it was something small like that you still found a way, even though it wasn't on the radio. You still was able to touch these people by doing something as simple as that.
And I'm aware of that, and that's why I try to do the live and directs, which I'm bringing back, by the way. Giving y'all heads up right now. Y'all got exclusive shit's coming back. I try to do little things like that where I can to showcase as much as I possibly can, man, because I know that there's, you know, traditional ways. Man, if y'all knew, like, get back to just the
no, we don't know, nigga. Tell us.
But I'm just saying, like, so we have music meetings every week. And every week I'm sending music in for them to be like, hey, check this out. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear it, to be perfectly honest. It's just not. It's not. I'm really the only one that's like, it's a running joke. It's like, oh, he from the West, he from LA. I'm the Chuck. You gonna give it a high score? Yep, damn right. Can we play it or no? No? All right, I'll see you another one next
week. So what do they want to hear? Is it that it's from the West, or is it the beat choice? Is it the topic reference? Like, what is it that they want to hear?
It's just it's not the one problem that, not to say it's a problem, but it's not universally appealing, and that's the thing that I don't like. Is that technically the West Coast has an older sound to a lot of radio execs, and I still don't get it because I'm like, yo, if we from out of here, that's what we're supposed to be playing. There's supposed to be a elite, whether it's a slot or something carved in throughout the day. You go to a lot of other stations, you kind of hear the fabric of that city. You know what I'm saying? Granted, still a corporation, you still gonna get a majority of the same songs. But when I go to the Bay, I can hear, oh, okay, they put that song on versus this one. And that's all I say. It's like, yo, just there's certain remixes and certain songs that we can put in that can sound like us. And it's just, honestly, it's just a lack of people that are from here that are in those rooms. And that's why I try to go above and beyond it, man, and just make sure that we have the right voices that are speaking up. But it's a fight, bro.
They need to have a whole show for people.
So here's the thing,
like that.
A whole show is a lot to ask for.
Listen, so
at least 2 hours.
Let me just give you some insight. When we had Homegrown on the station, the numbers tanked. They wasn't fucking with it. Because of the music? Because of the music. We fuck with it, but it's like we're a lower percentage than you think. People that really fuck with our music, let's just say it's 5%. When you have 45, 50% of other people listening that's not tapped into that, when they hear that, they're like, yeah, I don't really know who that is. Like, I want to hear Wayne. I want to hear.
At what point did this happen? Because I remember Homegrown Radio being one of the #1 night shows in LA, and not only did you guys work from being a midnight show, you guys came down from being a midnight show to being a 10 o'clock show to being a 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock show, right?
Yeah, what happened?
All I know from the outside looking in was you guys had some type of disagreement.
We didn't have no disagreement. The numbers didn't do good.
So DJ had that situation after the numbers?
He left. So Head left.
I don't know. I guess I just was such a fan. I was listening to whatever time.
That's my point. Like, and it's no knock to nobody, but a lot of people just don't understand. So like when I have talks with people one-on-one, I break it down like exactly what happens. So the numbers didn't do the best. Just like if you look at Power 106, they have a new at 270, or they had a new 270. I don't know if they do it anymore, but it didn't perform that good. It did cool for a moment, but it's like that was their. It wasn't performing the best. So bottom line, it's not there, right? So with us, we did really good out the gate, and I think the city showed up and supported. But after a while, the numbers just shredded down because we were playing a lot of new music. Contrary to belief, like people on the radio, they don't listen to new music like that. Now my argument is I feel like there's a way you can program it and get people familiar and used to it, and that's been my argument this whole time. I feel like there's a way you can program it and make it work.
I feel the same way.
But it hasn't been proven at this point.
Do you think? Oh, go ahead.
But I feel like you can. You just have to mix it in with what people like. It can't be 100% all new music. It can be mixed in with what everybody wants to listen to versus. But also, Kevin Nash showed me some numbers about LA. Black people, we're a salt percentage of what makes LA.
That's a whole nother
like that. No, that's a big like Hispanics run LA, you know. So like black people, we're a very small percentage. So when you said, "Oh, our numbers tank," and the majority of LA is not liking what they're listening to, hearing, basically, I get what you're saying because that shit just popped right in my head with those numbers because they not black people. We're this small in our communities, and we're leaving.
I think that again, it's all how you program because 92.3 The Beat was in LA, you know what I mean? And that was, even though it was 20, 30 years ago, the population didn't change that much. It was still more Mexican than blacks then, and they was fucking with it. So there's an answer to the question.
True. Okay.
There's an answer to it, but it's, you know, I'm not an expert at it at this point.
All right, Chuck Dizzle. If you, because we got a segment called "What's on My Playlist." If you was a programmer, a program director for a radio station, what would be on your playlist for the DJs to play?
So, of course, I'm putting Zoe Sama in here. I'm putting, I'd See, now what I would do, I would put Draco the Rule in there as like a reoccurring, like kind of old school-ish, and kind of like feature him a little bit more. Of course, Kendrick's gonna be on there. I would say, I see the thing is, what I would do with new music, I would put that strictly overnights. And then give that a chance for the newer music to pop off, and then filter it in for the DJs to play throughout the day.
Okay.
Right? So sprinkle it in. It doesn't have to be every single hour on the hour, but there's certain mix shows you can actually figure a way to kind of slip a certain song here and there, right? So I would honestly just go straight. This is me. I would go home turf with a lot of the artists that are out here, but figure a way to do, like, have a specific slot for that. And the ones that where the research is actually doing better, filter those in and actually have those get played throughout the day. And in that way, the artists get played, the audience gets familiar with who these artists are, and then when it does become a time where it gets played at the prime time slot, it's not unfamiliar music at that point in time.
Understand? Would you make it a point where you have a split of, say, Hispanic rappers versus
I wouldn't even do all that, because I think good music is good music. Good music is, in my opinion, good music is good music. Now, if they happen to be Hispanic, they happen to be Hispanic, right? If not, I mean,
I nothing wrong with Hispanic rappers, I'm just saying.
No, I mean, shout out to Peso, shout out to Money Sign Suede.
Yeah,
Peso and all y'all.
Shout out to, what's his name, Lovely Gunplay.
I mean, I feel like there's a way to do it, but again, what a lot of people fail to realize is that these companies, as much as I go back and forth with them, they do their research in terms of like what works and what doesn't work.
For sure.
And for them, if the math ain't math and it doesn't make sense, they're spending millions of dollars into the marketing. So I get why they're like, we don't want to take a chance on this because we're bleeding fucking dollars. I'm just so passionate, like, man, fuck it, it's not my money. So I'm just like, man, look, we can play it. They're like, yeah, they don't work like that though. So
we're not in those meetings.
Not in those meetings.
We're not in those meetings.
For sure.
All right, I love that though. That's a great insight.
What's on your playlist this week?
Oh shit.
Matter of fact,
I do.
Tell me what's on your playlist this week, but also tell me what you would put on if you had your direction going right now. You can tell the director, hey, put this on the radio.
First off, what's on my playlist? I'm gonna do my boy Sinku Mani. He's a soulful white ginger singer from Austin, Texas, and I found him on TikTok, and he got a song called Dance, and it's fire. Sinku Mani. Yeah, I ain't gonna play it right now, but I'll play it after. I let Red Eye hear it, and he was fucking with it too. So yeah, Sinku Mani. But if I was a program director and I need to play some music on the radio, I'm playing Airplane James. I'm gonna play some Compton AV, some Nico G4. You feel me? I'm gonna play some One Take J, some One Take Boy. I'm gonna take Zoe Osama, some Valley, Ronnie Ocho, play Ruggo, Stoop Kid, Michael Manchester. I'm gonna mix it in with TDE. I'm gonna mix it in with some old school with like NWA and Ice Cube. You know. I'm even go mix it with some Bay Area with some E40, you know. So I'll mix it up. But like I feel what Chuck's saying about also like having a certain segment like at night for like the new school music. But at the same time, I'll mix it in with like the hot new school music of the day of like the 2 o'clock show or something.
Exactly. I was just saying like that 2 p.m. mix, that 3 p.m. mix.
So and making a competition again, you know.
I got you. That's fine.
That's crazy that y'all are really treating like music from upcoming artists as if it was like the vegetables that needs to be mixed into the meal so that people can swallow it.
That's what we have to go through on our coast.
No, that's everywhere.
No, but learning radio, and it's not up to the DJs. They get a list or something like this is what you play.
We're not saying it's the DJ's fault. We're just saying it's funny that we have to have this conversation.
When I learned, I was like, DJ, just play my shit, play the homie shit. Like we got a great relationship. Like you fuck with me, I fuck with you. Pause. Like let's do something. Like
there's improvement to be made with that, because again, with the research that's out there, I feel like there's a lot of flawed shit. There's a lot of flawed, like to me, it's just flawed as far as how they track numbers and all that stuff. So it's like, I don't know, that to me, That's being in radio. That's the most frustrating thing. Being in radio, not being able to 100% like explain like that, and not to be able to press that button. So that's why I kind of keep my one foot in and 1 foot out in terms of like, okay, I got my own shit, and then whatever I can influence and have over this and bring this over there, cool. Like whenever they have segments where we can't play new music, it's like that. Okay, well we should throw this on. We should feature these artists. We should do that, or we should maybe throw this in the social, whatever. So I'm always throwing my hand in that, but I'm also not getting too frustrated to the point where I'm letting it discombobulate me, because if I'm not focused on this, if I'm just solely focused on please play, then I'm not focused on curating homegrown.
I was like that until Str8 was born.
What's on your playlist, baby?
Hey, what y'all got? What y'all listening to? RJ? What y'all listening to? What y'all listening to this weekend for your birthday?
So for me, what's on my playlist? I've been doing Money Man.
Mom's birthday?
Yeah. We went up for that. But Money Man been back in my rotation. We've been back on him like from the new shit to all the way back to like before he was even like right when he was signed to Cash Money, right after he got signed to Cash Money, even before he got signed to Cash Money. Like I've been a real fan of him, so I had to go back to some of his shit to remember like the rhymes that he used to actually spit. Not used to, because he still go hard, but Money Man go from talking about trees to talking about crypto to talking about LLCs to talking about blockchains. So it's like you gotta catch certain pieces of albums at certain moments. So that's why I was saying that specific thing.
You heard the new Cam Carson?
I have not been off of Cam Carson at all. He's a name that continues to pop up that I can continue to hear, but I have not been privy to his music yet.
He got 2 EPs out right now. One is called Chest Up. He dropped about a month or so ago, and another one called Blindside EP. And the Loaded Grade. It's just I've been fucking with that all weekend.
What was the second one?
The second was Blindside EP.
So Chest Up and Blindside.
Yep,
I'm gonna go check that out.
Blindside EP.
Yeah, one's produced by Fully Loaded Great, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Recent one is
Salute to homie Bell, man. I'm excited for what Bell's been doing, what he's working on. Like, it's a lot of talent out here, man. And again, that's the frustrating part, because it's like you want to help everybody, you want to like showcase it, and I know in one way, shape, or form it's gonna happen, but yeah, it's too much talent out here to just kind of just not be showcased. So that's why I'm grateful for platforms like this, because like, okay, well, yeah, we don't. To me, I'm always of like, this is great. Corporations are cool, but you don't necessarily need that when you have to. We just gotta support our own, and like really uplift the platforms, because these are the ones that's gonna literally be in these trenches with you. You know what I'm saying? And you can help usher and watch the artists go up. And artists, same thing too, man. Like when you get to a certain point, you make sure that people know about these platforms, so they can come up and go up, and their numbers will run up, and then they have more influence on what's getting played. Because what happens is they see that and they want to compete. They're like, okay, well. Case in point, what happened with Back on Fed? It's like, oh, okay, we see the numbers. Oh yeah, we're gonna bring them over there. Okay.
Yeah, I understand. Everybody do it though. Every big corporation that comes in after they see somebody about to blow up or still they shine, they offer them a bag and like just come to us.
It wasn't just that though, so I can't actually say that T-Rail was actually trying to put that work in for a radio spot. It just so happened to land with everybody, but T-Rail was actually doing T-Rail in the morning radio, where he was actually going in there with his boy SB, and they were actually having a real live DJ coming in here. I think DJ Alert, someone like that.
I think I remember
but
that.
They were coming in here every week and plans artist music, and then it got from doing that, so they got a spot with Spotify in one of their buildings, but the drive was just too far for them that it didn't make sense for them to keep on doing that, so they stopped doing that one also. And then boom, another year later, after they just like put the thing on pause, somehow Power 106 came into the mix. But it was something that it wasn't just offered to them, it was something that they actually strived for, and they actually put in the work a little to get there, you know?
That's fine.
That's my point. It's like but they didn't sit back and be like, well, this isn't gonna happen. I don't know what. Like they put the work in, and then after traction, after seeing, oh man, this could be something. Let's give it a shot. That's my point. It's like you gotta still go out and put the effort in there and make it work out.
Oh, yeah.
So
I didn't know that though. That's dope. Now salute to T-Rail for that.
Hell yeah.
I thought it was like, oh, I see your numbers here. You want to go, nigga, before you blow up?
No, the numbers is what really helped it. It was like, oh, they got you fucked up over there? Your numbers say y'all can do something over here.
Oh, easy.
And that was months in. Like, they had to go in there and actually try out and be personalities before they even have a tryout episode that was on the radio to say, well, people come listen to y'all. So it was like, it was a tryout to go in there, go on the radio, say, oh, my voice is right. I actually know how to flow through conversations. I actually know how not to curse. This, that, and the third. And then it was like, okay, come back again, and we're going to put you on the radio for a day and see what that is like. And the numbers is decent for that. And they still had to wait like another 2-3 months before they got brought back in officially.
I hear that. Hey, Chuck, what do you do like when you mess with an artist and they hygiene is fucked up?
So they hygiene is fucked up?
Real nigga.
You dancing or who won?
Yeah, who's on your playlist? This is over here.
Oh, like you over here. Yeah.
Well, friggin' Chargers are 20-9.
29. Oh, easy call. Damn.
Yeah. Raiders just threw an interception.
Oh, that's game. Sorry, Raiders fans. You know?
Nah, yeah, but I mean, it depends on what type of hygiene it is. If we're in close proximity, and I'm like, hey, man.
Yeah, BO or in breath?
Huh?
BO and breath.
Both.
Okay.
I don't fuck with that.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that. Especially the breath yeah. I'm cool on all that. Hey, man, get that shit together.
Oh, man, look, recently I had like events. It might be somebody's BO that just like they just musty, or they breath is just horrendous, and it's just like
yeah,
you got
we
back
too grown to be musty these days, though. Unless you coming straight from the gym or like something with a lot of activity, like you know, all right, something ain't smelling fresh. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure that out. Like exit the premises for sure.
I hear that. You said Homegrown right now is in the rebranding stage, but I haven't seen you and Head do any like interviews together in a minute. Mm-hmm. So what made that rebranding stage happen?
I mean, life, bro. Like you got to think, we went from working 6 days a week together at a station. When he decided to leave iHeart, it just, left me there every day of the week working by myself. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, and it's not even that. It's more like, I got 2 kids at the crib, so a lot of the times when we were having like interviews and trying to figure things out, whenever we would have like interviews or shit like going on, like there would be times we would schedule shit. And I gotta pick up my son at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. If Glorilla not gonna show up at this time, I can't sit here and wait. Whereas before, I could kick it and kind of wait all day or whatever the case may be. So life circumstances change. Us not being together at the station, and we still even made the agreement like, when the time is right, when we can get together again and do shit, we'll still do interviews together. But right now, this doesn't make sense, especially with not only that, he's got 2 other shows he's working on. So it's like now our times have gone way more apart than it has before. But it's like that's still my brother. I'm still proud of him. Like we still got love for each other. It's like no harm, no ill will, no intentions. But it's like sometimes people and things just grow apart. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
You have to be comfortable with what that looks like. And for me, I have to take accountability on what that looked like for myself. For me, I didn't know how to kind of like adjust from that because I'm a father, bro. And if you would have asked me 10 years ago, what are your priorities? It would have been, radio. Yeah, I even told, at one point I told my wife, I'm like, it's radio. Like, between it's radio. As you mature, for me, as I matured out, that was such a selfish thing to say because this woman has been holding me down all these years. She was there before I even got into radio. She wasn't there before I got into radio, but like before things started picking up. And that was one thing that I asked God for. God bless me with a woman that is gonna be here with me before shit takes off. So she was there in the trenches before we even were doing a show out the apartment and kind of grinded with us throughout the whole time. So for me to even voice that out loud, I had to kind of check myself and be like, look, you got something that's special, that's amazing here. I love radio, but I've seen radio do some damaging things to people, you know what I'm saying? And I know how to bounce back. Like, I'm not tripping. So I'm not worried about the station. I'm not worried about the company. I still can do what I love to do. As you get kids, life be lifing with the kids, man. It's like, I don't want to sit here and look at one of my mentors, shout out to Julio G, he's a veteran radio personality, did Westside Radio. I asked him about fatherhood. He said, man, one thing that I missed out on Chuck, he's like, He's like, I'm always there for my daughter, but he's like, I wasn't really like present like that. Like, I miss those years. So now I'm giving the time that I have now with my grandkid, which is her son. He's like, those are the things that I miss. He's like, that's what I love about what you're doing with you being present with your kids. It's like, you're never going to get those moments back. So I feel like right now I'm in that transitional period. My oldest son is 7. My youngest son just turned 2. He's kind of like now in those years of we can be separated a little bit more, but it's like I'm enjoying life, bro. And if technology is set it up in such a way where I can do my show from home and I can go to the station when I want to.
That's fine,
right?
Yeah.
So it just, but to answer your question, it's like schedules have just been like, are so completely different. You know what I mean? So right now I'm still, still doing interviews at the station, kind of picking things back up with that, still posting more stuff on Homegrown, and kind of putting more of an effort into there to get more content out there. And if me and Ed can get back together, great. If not, then it's been a hell of a run. You know what I mean?
That shit gonna happen.
Yeah, no, I already know we're gonna
that
get
shit
back.
gonna happen.
I already know, I know how shit's gonna work. Like I know how this shit's gonna work, but I have to be okay. Again, the accountability side of it is like I have to be okay with or without the situation.
I hear that.
You know what I'm saying?
I had to learn about that too. So anyway, with me and all my friends, just separating from business wise, you gotta just grow from apart in a way.
Yeah, for sure.
I understand that. But you was talking about fatherhood, and my man Sneaks is over here with a father too, with a son. Shout out Zoe. I want y'all to.
He asked for another shout out too.
I want y'all to talk about y'all fatherhood.
Oh man, sorry Zoe.
So that's I like that you did that because it actually ties into his fatherhood. So one of the ways of how we first met Chuck, like it was around those moments where it's like we really just trying to get into the door. Yeah. Like it was just like those moments where we really just trying to get into the door. But so I'm watching Chuck with everything that he's doing. So that's why I told you, I know that he came from 12 o'clock to 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock. It was like, I watched it, like he inspired us. But along those times, it was him being in those rooms at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning while his wife is pregnant and he's just worried about like being a father. And his son is 7, my son is 8. So I was just going through those same things. And at the time, like my brother had just passed away too. So I'm really just going through like, fuck. I'm having my first kid. How is it gonna be being a father? What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to run this? Like, am I capable? Like, do I have the information? So after having my son, I'm in Mexico. I still remember this day like it was yesterday. We in Mexico. My son is getting baptized. He's 10 months old. So he's at the station 1 o'clock in the morning. He's just sitting there, like head down low key. Like you can tell he not stressed, but he like pondering. And somehow the topic of being a father came up, and I end up like typing in the chat, like talking to him, like, hey, like I understand what you're going through, like I know it's hard. Don't worry about it, like you got this. Like the most thing that you got to worry about is just being there, because you can't allow the streets to trick you out of nothing. Like as long as you there, you ain't dead, you not in jail. You got this. Like it's gonna be hard get the diapers, but the family gonna sit there and help you out. Like no matter what, you got some way, somehow you gonna figure this shit out. Like I just remember like in those moments it was more so like I'm not even worried about the industry shit right now. Like this shit's like more personal because I can relate to that moment of just the baby's here any moment and you just don't know what the fuck you're gonna do.
It's one of those, and I appreciate that, man, because it's like that's literally one of the first pieces of dad advice, you know what I'm saying, that your boy got, man. And I appreciate that because, y'all, it's such a life-altering situation fatherhood is. And just
sure is.
It changes you, man. And for me, coming from somebody that I've lived my whole life up to that point, but like, how am I kidding? 32, whatever. 33, I forgot how old I was when Charles was 35, some shit like that. But you've gone your whole life living a certain way. So, and me being a tourist, I'm stubborn. So it's like I only know this one way of life. So it's like just imagine your whole identity just changing. Not to mention, I just stopped drinking not too long ago as well. So like that played a factor into it. So it's like my whole identity was just getting ripped apart, left from right, and I'm like,
your flesh man, ripped, so you be a whole new person.
And I can look at it 10 years later now, but like, man, that's what was happening. When you in the thick of it, you just like,
why? What's going on?
What is happening? Like, what is going on? And not having these answers. So I feel like that's what's kind of going on right now with career-wise and figuring out the brand. And but I know I have it internally. I know I have it in me, so I'm not tripping. But it's it plays a part to all that, man. You learn so much about yourself throughout this whole process, the ups and downs and everything.
Most definitely.
I can see him being the next program director at one of these stations.
I don't know if I want to be one.
For real?
Yeah, I don't think I want that.
Is that a lot of pressure, or is
it's not a lot of pressure, but it's a lot of pressure. Yeah, it's for one, but I don't know if I would make as much impact doing. I don't know. I'll never say never, but that's just not one of the things that's on my go. Like certain people be like, oh man, I want to be on. Like even with me, like time slot wise, I couldn't tell you. I'm like, I don't want to take big boy slot. I don't want to be the next in line. If it happens, great, right? But I'm not sitting here saying, oh yeah, I want the morning show position. I want this. I just want to make an impact from where I'm at. And if that's overnight, it's overnight. If it's during the day, it's during the day. If it's all throughout the day, if it's 50 markets, it's whatever. Just build an impact where I'm at and just kind of build from there. You know what I mean?
I like it. But you are in multiple markets.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. No doubt about that.
Let's throw that out there.
Multiple markets.
Yeah, multiple for sure. It's there and it's a blessing. So I can't complain at all.
What was your moment where you met Chuck Dizzle? What year and how did that go? How did that transpire?
Was that how did you meet Chuck?
Was that the interview, right?
I probably met him at different events, but I just like I met him passing by, but I like seeing him from word of like, oh, that's homegrown radio, like because Accelerate Radio was like then homegrown radio, so it was to the point of like they was right up the street when we moved to La Brea and Inglewood. So when I was getting into this internet radio game, homegrown radio was their name was getting thrown around, with the cousins and and the liquor cabinet. So I'm like, who like homegrown radio? Who owns homegrown radio? Then they was like, oh, Chuck Dizzle, DJ Head. Then do my search. You feel me? Like, oh, that's who they are for sure. Then I'm like, I seen these niggas at an event before, but you don't know who.
I seen these niggas at events.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, that's what's up. So I might have just said, came up to him at an event and said, yo, my name Bankhead, Str8 Radio. Look up to y'all, dope shit, keep doing your thing. I don't know, but I know that's how I introduce myself to everybody, until they be like, yo, what up, Bankhead? You feel me? How you doing? How's shit out the trunk? You feel me? So, but really, probably then the 10-year anniversary they had, like I was talking about earlier. So I can't I'm not good about I'm not really good at remember where I meet people, but.
What year was the 10 year?
The same way, 2017. So we about to be here at 20.
Ooh, that's fire.
We're working on a documentary right now. Man, I'm really excited about that. And hopefully, seeing how that kind of like transpires. And a lot of people have been asking about it and trying to figure it out. We kind of landed on one homies reached out and we got some things to be talking about. So I'm looking forward to seeing where that, what we do with that.
Netflix.
Man.
If you're starting it now and you waiting until the 20-year anniversary, you definitely can hit Netflix.
Netflix.
Exactly.
Oh.
Timing is
and especially with who you can get on there and at the back. Oh, bro, yeah.
I mean,
red carpet.
Fingers crossed, man. Hopefully things work out. And, we'll see what happens in the next couple of years.
I was gonna be lovely.
You remember your first time meeting Bank? I said Bank. Meeting Chuck Dizzle?
In person? Yeah. I do, because that was a hell of a day.
Which day was that?
I think it was 2018. So, like Sneak said, we have been watching you guys for a long time. Like, we do that. We actually do sit here and, like, just start watching series, and it becomes our thing. So instead of watching, like, a series on Netflix, we'll sit here and be watching that. And, like, the more content people put out, the more we're watching. We're literally those people. So, we've been watching you guys for so much, so it was like when we finally had a chance to go and meet you guys in person, it was when it was funny, he's not a PR, but he was pitching Savi Third to people.
Yep, I remember that.
And he had pitched Savi Third, I believe, to you, and you had agreed. And we're like, shit, we're there. Because you guys kept saying, get in the room. Right. And we're like, well, how? Well, you just get in the room. Okay, cool. That's not an answer, but
sure. The door open. I'm like, what the fuck you mean kick the door open? How did we get in the room, man? We kicked the door open.
Oh, I was going to say, apparently it's easier just getting with somebody else.
Just ask.
It was, but That was dope, but I remember that day, and I don't know if you remember, but I told you this when we were in the elevator going up at first. Like, you came down to get us, and we were on the elevator. I'm like, man, we almost didn't make it because we had an old ass, it was like a 04 Nissan Altima, and it overheated on the way over, and we were pulled over on the side of the 405 freeway. And
No,
we're like,
110. It was a
the 110 already? Well, we were like, all right, it's we know what's wrong. We're just gonna pull over. We're gonna let it like cool down real quick. We're gonna top off the coolant again, and it'll get us all the way there. Once we get there, we're just gonna let it cool down. By the time the interview's done, we're gonna put some more coolant in. That'll get us home. We'll be all right. So by the time that we arrived, we had just made it without overheating to the station in Burbank. We live in Orange County, so that was fun. And then it was you, Head, and Lupe. And I remember just being able, because Savi was late, obviously. So it gave us the opportunity to start questioning you guys. And I love that because it was like we got to really just sit there and like ask you guys what we wanted to ask. It was like watching you guys, but we had you in person, and now we got to, like be a little more interactive with what we were trying to find out. So that was...
I think that's been for me, the treat to kind of see, and for both of you guys, like, to see what you've been doing with Str8 and Trunk, and it's starting to accelerate it, and still kind of be able to build this thing and having different iterations of it, and not giving up. Like, I see a lot of myself in you because that's how it was when, like, bro, Long Beach State, apartment, Signal Hill, Market, Real 92.3. At the crib, like it's gonna hit all these different phases, and it's gonna be successful as long as you just don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna go through different co-hosts, you're gonna get different people that see the vision, don't see the vision. It's gonna hit all these things, but as long as you have the vision, like, man, this is where I want it to go, it'll never fade. You know what I'm saying? So like, stay true to that if this is what you really want to do. And with you guys, like, creating that space to just provide value for somebody else, just to get in the building and not make it about you, right? And I see you guys doing that for so many people, and that's why I love that you guys are building what you guys are building together as well, and just as a family, as a unit. Like, I love seeing you guys navigate through this business, the ups and downs, the broken promises, all the types of shit that would drive people crazy, but you guys have still put that work in there, and I see it like even bigger than what this is right now, and it's like I love seeing the progression and, the fortitude and people like that. I see myself in that. That's why I always make it a point to be like, expressing myself, reaching my arm, whatever I can do, whether it's advice, whether it's, hey, just come to the station, see what the shit look like, or hey, get so-and-so in, or yeah, I'm pulling up, like, any point in time, like, however I can be a resource or assistance, because there's gonna be times where y'all can throw me a line, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to those days as well. Like, that's just how this shit goes. See people come up, see people come down, you guys grow together, you fall together. Yeah, that's just how this business is. So just keep that shit in mind, man. And as frustrating as all this shit may be, you know what I mean, at times, it's gonna pay off, and it's gonna be worth it when you look at it at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I know it's just sounds cliche, but yo, you really gotta just stay locked in with this shit.
No, that's real, because around 2014, 15, when Str8 Trunk Radio was started, there were so many other internet radio stations back then, and now
it's all live.
It was now they're not even there.
Let's go Media Center.
Yeah, they're not even there no more. Yeah, you have to shout out Kevin Nash, because he pulled out through 10 years at that space of Excel Radio and providing platform for other shows to come and get they shit off, So. Yeah, stick to it. If you're really into it and really want to do it, stick with it, and don't give up. Go through them storms, but the storms ain't gonna last, So
and it's important to know when to pivot too, and what that pivot means.
Hell yeah.
It doesn't mean, but people look at pivoting as giving up, and I'm not saying that. I'm saying just know when it might be time to switch shit up. And I give that's one thing that I look at Head at. I'm like, yo, he's great at pivoting and knowing how to do it and when to do it. That's one thing that I always credit him on. Like, oh, you know how to do like a show with so-and-so, you know how to do a show with so-and-so, you can do a show with multiple people, you can do a show by yourself. I love that about him. And I take that, even as my brother, I take those jewels and nuggets and try to figure out how I can build that with myself. You know, it's so important. But yeah, knowing when to pivot is very important as well, because you don't want to be stuck in a situation that's not working and you don't see it, but it's just right outside this, and all you got to do is just take that step over there. So,
hey. Before we get too far, I want to ask you this, because it's a lot of people in the world that doesn't know how to maneuver with a significant other. Or there's people in the world that's going through issues with their significant other while they're trying to build, and they don't know that it comes with this shit.
Yeah.
How is it that you maneuvered through the game with your wife? Because I know you were in the music industry and then she's in the cooking industry / food business. So it's like, how did that work out? And what is y'all like? What's the conversations like? Because I know, like, I see the moments where it's like you rolling, do your shit working, and then boom, you pull back, and it's like she's rolling, doing her shit, and it's like y'all know how to pivot.
It's kind of knowing we've been together 15 years, so it's like we know a lot of each other. In the business space, we've been able to kind of see, oh damn, okay, this season has been kind of picks up for you. This season kind of picks up for you here and there. What I credit the most to, though, to be honest, is understanding between us first and foremost is when it's your time, it's your time. You know what I mean? I'm holding the kids down. You got 4 or 5 events. All right, well, I'm at home. And that's when I'm making the calls. Like, hey, man, I know I said I was going to pull up to this. Can't make it. Hey, hit. I know I wanted to be there. What's the deal? I wanted to be there, but I can't make it. Hey, you know, stupid hit me. But shout out to homie Joe Lenz. He had something the other day with the Jay Hancock. He directed a movie, right? So I'm at the compound, stupid at I had to hold it down with the family because wifey had an event. So it's like understanding that and not getting in your feelings when things have to pivot. Like there's times where I'm like, yeah, I'm set to go somewhere, and I got a last minute order. All right, well, shit, let's bring in some money. This for the family. You gotta do what you gotta do. I gotta get off my high horse at that point. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And not look at myself as, well, I have to build up my career, babe, and keep this. Nah, you got that. This is you, right? And because she's been great at that on her end, right? Cooking for people when the studio was fucking full and nobody's being grateful, or you know what I'm saying? Like these moments where, you know, she's playing the background to in my world, right? And number 2, I give credit to our family, man. We got a hell of a support system. So there are times where we both have to be somewhere. Somebody in our family is going to be able to look out. Thankfully, between her mom, my mom, my sister, brother-in-law, like we got somebody that's gonna be able to, hey, we gotta drop the kids off for like 2 hours. Hey, can you just, my bad. Her little sister's 17 now. She about to be 18, so it's like, thank God, she about to be driving. So like, that's another one that some artillery that we got. My little niece and nephew, they just graduated college. So it's like, there's somebody. If push comes to shove, that we can drop the kids off with, and I credit that to my family.
You should have said that out loud because they finna see this and start ignoring your calls.
They want me to babysit. I tell them, no, we hit the group chat like, hey, look, this was going on. I gotta be at the iHeart Fest this weekend, and Tasha got like 2 events, and we're like, hey, just letting you know you on standby. Like, just can somebody, which one of y'all, even if it's been to the case where we've dropped them off at one place and they end up at somebody else's place by the end of the night or the end of the weekend, and
that's communication.
It's communication. Like
they got your back. Like I can do it for 2 hours. I'll finish the night off.
But yeah, it's a lot of understanding. It's a lot of getting your ego out the way. It's a lot of just support, man. Because when at the time me and my wife got together, I told her, I'm like, what do you want to do? I knew she liked to cook, but she wasn't really invested in like the business side of it. She's like, man, I just like to cook. Like, yo, you should like kind of do something. If this is what you want to do, if it's not what you want to do, if you cool having a 9 to 5 and there's nothing wrong with that, you're doing medical billing, that if you want to do that, I'm cool with that. Like, but you seem to have a passion for this, and I know what that looks like. I have a passion for this, and that was a prerequisite in us getting together. I'm like, yo, I'm going for this. if you don't understand that or you're not down with that, let me know. And I'm okay with us being just hook up friends or whatever, like, and we can just be, I'm okay with that. If you okay with that, then it just is what it is. Thankfully, she was down for the long haul. She saw the vision. So, and I saw the same thing for her with she started off making fruit platters. And then it became, let's just provide food for, some of the people that, shout out to Silas, he commissioned her to do something for a listening party at Homegrown in my apartment. And from that moment, she's like, oh, okay, this could be something. And now, she's done a lot of amazing things. I'm so proud of her. And I'll continue to lift her up, and not to say that we won't have bad seasons. That's just how the shit goes. There's times where it's frustrating. The downside to that is a lot of times we don't have time. We don't have date nights. We don't have personal moments for us because between the kids, work, and just life, shit gets in the way. Low key, that's something we gonna probably talk about this week. It's like we gonna have to figure out if we gotta take a walk together.
Me, you, Thursday night, bowling by ourselves.
Something. You have to create those moments.
You have to. You got to.
If not, and you'll look up and it's like 5 years and you ain't this shit. And it's like that could take a toll into a relationship as well. You just gotta make time for what's important, man. And I think we both do a good job at that. There's moments where we kind of get away from her and forget because we're so in the hustle bustle, just like autopilot mode and just making sure that shit is getting paid and tuition. You know how the shit goes. So it's like
Did you say tuition?
Huh?
Did you say tuition?
Yes.
Your kids are?
Yes. Tuition. My oldest one is in daycare. Tuition in daycare? Yes. Yeah. So
all right.
That's what I'm saying. It gets fucking real. Shit has to get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So when you're in that moment,
so have you calculated like from now to elementary to junior to high to college?
Bro,
damn, no, stressed out of you just saying.
You're just gonna be paying tuition for like the next 18 years.
Can we not talk about this right now? I'm already stressed about this shit.
I just thought about it and that stressed me out a bit. That's why I was like, is that exactly what you're looking at?
That's like Kevin Hart. Damn.
That's like one of those movies.
That's a good damn.
I'm gonna tell you this though. This is one thing that I do know, and this is what I hold on to my faith and everything as well. God has been able to provide for us in a crazy way.
Amen.
Where even when I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna work up, something pops up. So like that's what gives me the peace of mind at the end of the day. We stressing, of course. We having worry and stress. It just happens. But sometimes that phone, like I shit you not today. We were actually taking a walk today, me and my wife.
Shout out to you taking that walk.
Taking that walk today, and wifey gets an email like, damn, that event I was telling you about finally came through. And this is one of them events where it's like, oh, okay. Oh, we good. Cool. Like
tuition done.
Tuition. What? Yeah, we good for a few years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like moments like that happen, right?
Amen.
Even up to like getting hired at the radio station, and I don't know if I even shared that she was a private chef for Stevie Wonder at one point. Like so, like opportunities like that pop up when we least expect it. But I know
how did you know the food was good? You smelled it. Who recommended her?
This nigga beat me to the punch because I'm saying, what does Tasty got to do with a nigga eyesight? Come on.
His other senses are strong.
His other senses enhanced.
Yeah, but how did he smell it? I know he didn't smell it through the phone. How did she get recommended for Stevie?
I'm gonna tell you because
food's so good.
I'm gonna tell you. This is the blessing in the network. Somebody that somebody that happened to be at Homegrown one night, tasting her food, happened to get a call from somebody looking for a chef. And they were like, oh, my boy's wife does food. You should check her out. She has her website up. This comes with a free game, Have Your Shit Together. She has her website up. Go on and check her out. Here's her contact information. The girl, the lady calls my wife. My wife thinks it's a prank call. She's like, well, she doesn't know. They're like, hey, we're looking for a private chef. I give you all the information. Can you come this day and prepare these meals? She comes, she does her shit. She looks, and at the table, she didn't realize Stevie Wonder was there. She's like, oh shit, it's for him. he fucking it up. She gets hired on the spot.
That's what's up.
But it goes off to her wanting to be in that space of doing this for real, setting all of her shit up, and not being in her feelings when she's cooking for the homies, for homegrown, because she really loves this. And then everything worked out full circle.
Amen.
You know what I mean?
Y'all know who's gonna be
Prior to that, she was a private chef for Hit Boy. Before that, that was her first entry into the game. Like,
don't tell me that was Big Hit that stole her knife. That was her knife that Big Hit that stole and took on back on Big, right?
No.
All right. I'm just making sure.
This is like 2015, right? I gotta figure out now, but nah. They was cool. They were super cool.
That's funny.
But that was her intro to the game. Like that's what made her quit her 9 to 5.
Hey, that's amazing. You planted that seed though too. You
Exactly.
Planted that seed and she just continued to water.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Hold on. We're not gonna. Sorry, I know that we're gonna. But I gotta ask one more question. Just because, and it's not even for me, it's for somebody that again we talked to recently, and they're struggling with something that I think a lot of people struggle with, which is the fact that when they get or when they commit to a 9 to 5 job or any type of vocational work, they feel like they're giving up on their dream. And I think that a lot of people feel that way, where like if I'm not dedicating 100% of my time to my dream and then just making work be like a little side thing, they feel like they're giving up. When I feel like there's so many people that have made it work still having a job, and then 9 to 5 having a job, and then 5 to midnight still working on their dream or making whatever else happen. So I want to know your opinion on that, as far as, because obviously it was a long time. Yeah. I'm sure that it wasn't the whole time you were just making money off interviewing people. So how did you not get into the mentality of, oh, well, if I'm having a job, I'm killing my dream?
By understanding I could do both, right? And really maxing myself out. Like the reason why I left my job in 2017, I think I just got hired at the station 2015. I thugged it out for a couple more years. It got to the point where they were like, hey, we need you here at the station to do this. Hey, do you mind watching the phones for Big Boy? Hey, we need you to fill in for this person. And it got to the point where I physically just couldn't do it. And I'm like, now it's being presented, let me choose one or the other, be it work here or be it work here. And I told my job, I'm like, y'all know I've had the pleasure of being at that job since I was 15. So they knew radio was the thing. I almost tried to quit, like, when I started working for the beat and all that bullshit I was telling you happened, and then same thing for K-Day. So I told them, hey, look, y'all know my track record. I'm working for a radio station. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm giving you the heads up. But in this go round, I was like, I'm not gonna walk away from it unless I physically can't do it. And it got to that point, so I had an honest conversation with my supervisor, and they were like, look, take a leave for 3 months, and if shit works out, blessing situation. Take a leave for 3 months. If it doesn't work out,
you're gonna have to have a baby for a 3-month leave, boy.
Hey,
that is for real. People don't do that shit for you.
They don't do that.
Nobody go to job for 3
Shout out to the
months.
city of Carson, man. They held me down. But my point is, do as much as you possibly can. I think God navigates these situations and allows you to do what you can until it's not possible. For me, I think he knew, like, you've dealt those situations, you're not gonna quit unless you get pushed out. And it got to the point where I got pushed out. I'm like, yo, you're asking me to come to the station at these times? Like, I'm not just gonna be on the weekends. I'm not just gonna be, I'm filling in more times. You're gonna give me more hours and pay. Okay, yeah, no, I gotta do this. You know what I mean? And it was a no-brainer at that point. So I would say get to the point where you're literally pushing yourself away from it. You're getting pushed from the situation. Don't think you're giving up on it. Like, you have to finance the dream. You have to pay for it at the end of the day. Like, there's nothing more stressful. Yeah, people talk about taking that leap, and I understand that. But if you don't have to take the leap, don't take the leap. Especially if you got a sustainable job that can help you finance your business, right? So I would come up with a plan, like legit sit down and have a plan. Like, if you're feeling like you're giving up, I would say figure out what your no negotiation is. Like, if it's, okay, now I want to work on my business for this. I feel like unless you're, like, my situation is different because I I got put into another corporate situation. It wasn't like I was just doing homegrown. Like it was just Thursday nights at the apartment. So I would. Everybody's situation is different, but I would say you can definitely do both until it's time. You know what I'm saying? Until it's time to like really make that shit for yourself.
Respect that. I respect that.
Listen.
We got my man, my boy Red Eye said that. Well, he said a joke.
It's the Riddler. That's the Riddler. He ready for his riddle.
He's ready.
He's ready for his riddle. You feel me? He riddled at the end. But before we do that, I got one trending topic. Japan sets the record for having over 100,000 people over 100 years old living.
Wow.
Damn.
That means you're a blue spot.
What's that?
Blue spots are people that
They need rhino pills?
No, blue spots are people that live past the age of 100. So there's spots in Asia, there's spots in Greece. They're called blue zone, like blue spots.
There's spots in Mexico, like my grandparents always
what are they what are they eating? Like, is their water different? Are they vegetables different?
They eat better. What are you talking about?
They eat natural foods, probably.
Well, I mean, in Greece, everything is natural. Like, everything is homegrown.
That's what you did.
So everything there's not pesticides or any like active ingredients in it. It's just what it is.
So if I want to preserve my life, I need to go to one of these countries.
These blue zones, yes.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I think by now it's too late for you.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
Yeah, you're already fucked up. I'm sorry.
Man,
You've been in the valley too long. But if you want to take your kids and like raise them there, then you're setting them up for
So I think I can reverse it. If I could take Dr. Sebi over there with me,
Dr. Sebi with the pills, because he gone already, ain't he?
These are also
but if I could take like Dr. Sebi remedy out there.
So these are also stress-free environments, so they don't deal with stress of like how like living in the city.
They don't talk with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Greece is like your neighbor's like maybe like 15 minutes away.
True, you probably by yourself, big ass farm.
But it's like and you walk everywhere. Like not like there's no
the air is cleaner.
Right.
True.
You probably got to kill your own pig, chicken, or
that's where I'm moving. I'm leaving. I'm trying.
I can honestly say like
that's a Grease radio.
Being with my wife is like we was going through funerals like from natural causes, like on a regular type shit. Like I lost my cousin a couple years ago, 36 years old. He passed away from heart failure. So it's like we've been dealing with that shit. I'm looking at her, it's like we done
I was
been.
gonna say on his half, on my.
I'm looking at her. I think we done had to deal with like. Since the total times that we've been together, it's been her grandma, her uncle, and then her grandpa. 3. And that's in 14 years.
Well, how old was your grandparents?
So my grandpa was 88 at the time. My grandma, she was sick for a while, so I believe she was only like 81.
But she was sick for like 15 years.
Yeah, she was sick for a while. And then my uncle, he didn't make it too far. My uncle was probably like 58 when he passed, but...
He was sick like 10 years.
Hold on, no, but his story is impressive. He gave up on living like 5 years before that.
Damn.
Like, he was the type where they told him, you need to stop drinking because it's going to kill you. And he was like, I'm going to die happy. And he would literally drink every day. Like, he should not be alive in any way, shape, or form. He had an open stomach because, like, they took out his pancreas and he was diabetic. Oh, shit. One time, literally, and I shit you not, this is a true story. Basically, didn't have no insulin, they didn't have nothing, and he was sitting there passed out because he had drunk too much. And my aunt takes Coca-Cola, because usually they give him Coca-Cola, in his mouth to drink, and it helps and it wakes him up. He was not drinking it, so she takes it, she puts it into one of his needles, and she shoots him up with Coca-Cola, and he woke his ass up.
What the fuck?
My uncle should not have been alive.
That man was living on fucking pure will.
For those last couple of years.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's crazy.
That check is.
Are you ready for your riddle?
Yes.
All right.
That's a crazy story. Great clip, but crazy.
Great clip.
Hey, he was a great man though, by the way. First one of his family to go to college. He's the person I named our son after. He was the first of the family. He took care of all the family, including myself back when I used to live in Mexico as a child, okay?
Fire, man.
He just had a rocky ending.
That was uncle. You said uncle?
Yep.
Yeah.
When he wanted to.
He did.
Well, it is. They all live forever.
What's the riddle, man? Because you got us last week almost.
No, we got him quickly. What you got for us?
Don't be making those eyes. I wish you niggas could see this fly on the wall.
This time.
He make the eyes like he got us this time.
Alright.
Alright.
Let's do it. I can crown the humble or corrupt the proud. Without me, men rot in silence. With me unchecked, they rot in power. What am I?
Dentist.
What is it?
I said a dentist.
A dentist?
I don't know. I just heard crown. I just heard crown.
No.
Condom.
What? I want to know where the hell your answers are coming from.
I'm trying to reset.
I'm a word association game.
All right, reset it, man. Reset it.
Clippy clips.
Nope. I can crown the humble or corrupt the proud. Without me, men rot in silence. With me unchecked, they rot in power. What am I?
Pride.
Nope.
Ego.
Nope.
Recognition.
Nope.
Status.
Nope.
Say the second part again.
What? With me unchecked,
Yes.
they rot in power.
Rot in power. They rot in power.
Are we close? Are they close with any of those answers?
No, he tells us when one of them is close.
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
Authority.
Donald Trump had this to run for president.
Money.
No.
Influence.
I already said
No.
influence.
Oh, my bad. Don't clip that.
Donald Trump had this while he was running for president.
Both times or the
To
first?
run for president, he had this.
Nerve.
You're close.
The people.
Balls.
Audacity.
No.
Oh.
Arrogance.
No.
Truth.
Nope.
Hell no. That nigga's a number one liar.
According to him.
He had truth. That's what got true.
According to him, shit to his people, they vote for that motherfucker.
Yeah, truth social.
Truth for him.
Damn.
Said repeat. All right, I'm gonna repeat it one more time.
I already said
We
influence.
said influence.
Damn, nobody's listening.
We said
Just
influence 3 times.
I'm gonna repeat it one more time. I can crown the humble or corrupt the proud. Without me, men rot in silence. With me unchecked, they rot in power. What am I?
And Trump had
And Trump had this
Power, no.
Had this or has this?
He had it to run for president, and he had it again.
And
to
nerve
run for
is
second
close.
time. Nerve is close.
Nerves.
Nerve.
No, not nerves. Nerve. Like you have the nerve to do something.
Nerve.
You said audacity, right?
That's yeah. I already said that.
Guts.
Guts.
You're close. It's just another word for it.
Another word for guts?
Courage.
No.
Fucking
Adjective.
confidence, cockiness,
gall.
Will? I don't know.
Wit.
Nope.
Boldness.
Nope.
Willpower?
Balls. Somebody. No. Nope.
shit. Well, somebody said.
I said balls. We said balls too.
It's not influence. Not audacity.
Redneck.
He said redneck.
I mean, he definitely.
So out of 18 shows, how many times have he stumped you?
Entitlement?
Nope.
Once?
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely had rednecks on.
Yeah, but we once the first time.
Chad said repeat.
All right.
Time, yeah,
I can
first time.
crown the humble or corrupt the proud. Without me, men rot in silence.
I already said power, huh?
With me unchecked, they rot in power. What am I?
Yeah, it's not money.
Oh my God.
It's,
Determination.
the answer is worth way more than money. If you got this, you don't need money to get where you need to be.
Wealth?
It's not
We said that 4 times now.
It's not influence.
Nope.
Charm.
It's like if
You said it's not wealth.
The time was last week.
It's close to audacity.
That's just scraping
And I said, but
the roof, bro.
you said the word is close to guts or nerves.
No.
And it's not
Said-
confidence.
Yes, you did.
Guts.
It's another word.
There's another word for guts, but it's worth more than money.
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know about y'all, but I'll tap out on this one. I ain't got this one.
Sneaks is out.
That one's a good one. I'm stumped.
But something else. I said, what's another word for guts or nerves?
You said will, right?
Ambitious? I said
family. No.
Nah.
Family, that's a good one.
oh fuck!
I mean, like,
Come on, man.
Actual
ambition, but
there you go.
Ambition?
Did you really just get it again?
That's 2 weeks in a row he got it.
We said ambition.
He said it in a fucking sentence.
You said ambition.
You deaf nigga. We said ambition.
Yeah, I know he said.
No, I said ambition.
Did you?
Yes.
He said it before he tapped out. He said ambition.
We gotta put this.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, this nigga definitely one here. That's why we gotta speak up now. This nigga, man. Nigga, I know we said ambition. All right, do one more.
We'll go back and check later.
All right. I ask you to step before the ground appears. I lead men through fire and oceans of light. Those who lose me are already lost. What am I?
Hope.
Nope.
Side piece.
Faith and hope are wrong?
What'd you say?
Faith.
Hey,
motherfucker.
Yeah. Get some new riddles, nigga.
Faith was easy.
I know.
Thank you for that one.
I got
he
one.
said to freaking move water. I'm like, okay.
Hey, Rasheed back here killing
I got one more.
Again.
One more.
Come on, what you got? Come on, last one. What you got?
All right.
Don't say that.
I cannot be seen, yet I outlive the body. I am shaped by every choice you make. Lose me and you lose yourself. What am I?
Character. You're conscious?
No.
Spirit?
No.
Say it again. Personality.
Nope. I cannot be seen, yet I outlive the body.
Soul.
Soul.
No. I am shaped by every choice you make.
Choice. No.
Lose me and you lose yourself. What am I?
Morals.
No.
I said choice. I said choice.
I said air.
Air? No.
God.
God? No.
I said bubble.
Faith? No, you already did have faith as the last one. Damn.
One more time, read it.
I cannot be seen, yet I outlive the body. I am shaped by every choice you make. Lose me and lose yourself. And you lose yourself. What am I?
Character.
No.
Conscious?
No.
Encouragement?
Nope.
Oh, courage. That would be a better word. Courage.
Mind? No.
Let's see. He says
Sanity.
No.
Love?
Hell no.
Wait, what did he say?
Love.
Honestly, I was gonna say that next too. Yeah.
What is it? What's it?
No, what he said was love.
He said love.
Love.
No.
Lose yourself.
No.
So if you lose yourself, you lose yourself. I mean, okay, valid guess, I guess.
I mean, that is a very
respect.
No.
Damn, man.
Belief?
No.
All right, read it one more time. One more time.
Word?
I cannot be seen, yet I outlive the body.
What is the chat saying?
He said, I said balls, LOL.
Boss.
And then he said God, air, mind, self.
Nope.
Oh, and then he said that was on the last one. Okay, my bad.
All right, he with us then. He's the same shit as us.
I cannot be seen, yet I outlive the body. I am shaped by every choice you make. Lose me and lose yourself. What am I?
It's not close to self something. Seems like it'd be something self.
We said all that. We said consciousness, soul, spirit.
Dreams, blood.
Pride? No.
Pride.
We said pride in the chat.
Think,
Truth?
Nope.
Hey, I'll tap out.
Oh, wow.
I'll tap out, nigga.
I bet you do 3 each shot?
I would say morale.
No.
I'll tap out. I don't know.
2 for 3.
Alien sleeps.
Man.
All right.
Lose me, you lose yourself.
I cannot be seen, yet I outlive the body.
Be any type of thought because, yes.
I am shaped by every choice you make.
Okay. Consciousness.
Lose me and you lose yourself.
Probably said values, right?
Yes.
Ideas?
No.
Control?
No.
Nah,
legacy.
It's like a concept of like your future, where you just like your choices actually
potential.
Because your choices lead up to your future.
Memories.
If you make a
Somebody in
bad
the
choice,
chat said memories.
Who said the memories?
Samuel Bainbridge.
Wow, Samuel was the first one to get it.
That's crazy.
I swear we said that.
No, we didn't.
We didn't?
No, we didn't say memories.
We did. One of y'all said, somebody in there said something about memories, dreams.
I think we said dreams. I said thoughts and dreams.
Yes.
Thoughts and dreams.
It's memories, yet they live on after the body.
So what's the thought? What's up between the thought and the memory?
Yeah. How come you didn't say he was close when he said thought and dreams?
You're having a thought right now. Is it a memory on something past? Exactly. Moving on. We're done.
Yeah, I'm thinking about what the fuck we just thought.
I'm having a memory.
It's straight pot. It was straight
I'm having a memory right now about what he just said. Like, yeah, no, we ain't doing one more. We can wait till next week, man.
Nigga, you just got stumped by us and the chat. Hell
no, we good. Yeah. Go back to the drawing board, nigga.
You almost got it. You had two. I tapped out. Bankhead tapped on the next one. You almost got it. Try again next week.
Fresh got it.
Shout out Sam, man. He got put up with the wings next week.
Shout out to Vibe Factory TV too.
Shout out to Vibe Factory TV.
Sure.
Hey, Chuck Dizzle, appreciate you for pulling up for episode 18, man. Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
For real, we was supposed to be here talking a little bit more shit, but you got us stumped with all these. No, the conversation was great. Like, it was great for us. It was great for the people that was watching. Like, everything that you had to talk about was something that was necessary to be heard.
I appreciate y'all. It's full circle moments, man.
It's full circle moments.
For sure.
Hey, Straight PodN, episode 18. Follow us, Straight PodN, Str8 PodN, Straight Up Trunk Radio, SODTR. Follow me, Bankhead_ the name. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share. BT Dub.
Yeah, you already know I'm straight. BTW, Sneaks, and then the other one, BTW_entertainment.
Hey, you know, it's me, Just LEG. That's JUSTELIG.
And you can find me on all platforms at Shot by Red Eye or SBRE_MF. And also, we 2 weeks in, motherfucker! We 2 weeks in. I am calculating at 51.76 hours on Twitch.
Damn, that's right. That's
Halfway there.
Yeah. We're almost to that 100 hours. Almost to that 100 hours.
What you doing it for, though?
We're doing it for the veterans to help them with their PTSD and depression to stop them from, unaliving themselves.
That's right. So make sure y'all click the link, follow us.
The link in my bio, you can donate. You can also hit the link to hit my Twitch and watch me play. We're gonna be doing some more headquarters streams. I just got Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 11. I got Madden, 2K. All the 2-player games come through. Bring your own controller. I might have 2 controllers, but bring your own controller, bring your own weed, bring your own drink, and we can have fun on the stream, niggas.
Yeah. What'd you play now?
We playing on Xbox One. I might bring my PlayStation. I gotta pay for the online shit. Hit that link in that bio and donate. Chuck Dizzle, where they follow you at?
At Chuck Dizzle, at Homegrown Radio, man. Everywhere. You can find me, Real 923, every night 11 p.m. until you wake up in the morning. I'm after Bootleg Kevin, right before Big Boy's Neighborhood, and yeah, man, Homegrown.
You already know.
What else should everybody look out for me? Because I know you kind of sprinkled it throughout our whole conversation, but wrap it all up right now.
You said what I said?
Some more merch.
Yeah, more merch.
Some more interviews.
More interviews. Live direct is coming back. And just being outside a little bit more. I got a little more free time. I can wiggle out a little bit outside a little bit more. So yeah, be on the lookout for me in conversations with wifey as well. I'm trying to have her pop out some more. Yeah, man, just keep it live and direct, man.
Yeah.
Episode 18, Straight PodN. See y'all next week. Hey, Python P in the motherfucking house.
Biggest bucko.